Also, let me
What?
tweet the stream.
I see.
Let's do a different tier list before we start that one.
What?
Let's find something.
Why?
So people have time to join.
Oh, I see. All kinds of waifus. Smash your past tier list.
How do I scroll?
I think I know. The police are coming for me.
Uh-oh. I'll let you do every Ben 10 alien.
Bro, I could do this. I could rapid fire these Ghost Freak God tier. Just go on a Ghost the God tier. A D A, I would say.
What's wrong with the little
B.
guy?
He sucks. A. Mummy's really fun. He's like a C or a B, I don't know.
Pick one.
C. B. A. S. B. S. S. S.
Something like
A.
stupid.
You don't like Humongous Store? He's B. Big Chill's S. That's S. Chromostome S. Brainstorm is like a C. Spider Monkey B. Spider Monkey B. Wild Mutt A. Wild Mutt's just Spider Monkey but cooler. Goop is B. Alien X is B. Honestly.
Wow, he's the strongest.
Lodestar is Lodestar is C. I don't like Lodestar that much. Wrath is A. Easy A. He's D. He's like a bug. This guy's B. A. C or B. I don't know. I don't like him that much. B. B. S. D. B. Honestly.
I like that the ones that I know are going in S.
C. Genuinely like C. He's lame. C. C. He looks stupid.
You don't know him?
I know him. He looks stupid. But B. That's B. Ultimate Swamp Fire is B.
What is like
Ultimate
Fat Spider Monkey?
Yeah, it's Ultimate Spider Monkey. That's B. I think he's cool. Ultimate Humongousaur is.
What?
He's B. What?
When is like the ultimate one's a thing?
You never. Oh my god.
I never like watched any of it.
This one, he's A. That's Ultimate Big Chill. He's like fire. Ultimate Echo is S. That's peak. He's so cool looking. Accelerate is S. I don't know why he didn't appear earlier. Ultimate Cannonball was stupid. Put him in C. Ultimate Wavig is also kind of stupid, but he looks like an Ultraman character, so put him in B. Ultimate Wildmutt is stupid. Put him in C. These are all like I don't like most of these. He's a B. He's fine. He can go in B. He's an S actually. The next one that showed up is an S. Like this.
What
This
the
guy
Lego
with the
one?
fingers. The Lego one is a D.
What?
I don't like him. He's stupid. I don't like
But
like an
he's
alien
Legos.
species made of Legos.
But he's Legos.
He's B. He's B. I like the Grasshopper. He's A. He used to be A. This guy's a dung beetle. He used to be A because I like him. It's creative. The fish is a fucking C or a D. I don't give a shit.
D, because we gotta put more in there.
Gray matter. That's the easy S. Come on. The fairy is a C. It's a funny concept, but I don't like the design. This guy's stupid. Put him in D.
Okay.
Okay, this one no. This one's a goat. Put him in A. The yellow fat one. Ficken is B.
That's all he is, the
I
yellow
guess.
fat one.
Huh?
That's all he is, the yellow fat one. That's all he
He's
gets.
he's called the worst. Like the name of the alien is the worst, but like the joke is that he's invincible and he can't get hurt by anything. But he just sucks and can't do anything. Also, this one is C. I don't like him that much. Looks ugly. This one's Jet Ray, but worse. Put him in freaking C for all I care. Next one is a frog, kind of creative. Put him in D.
What? Why do you even like give him like a positive? You're gonna put him in D anyways.
Because I don't know. This one's okay. Put this one in D. The one that you just put that one in D, and then put the frog in C.
The cell.
That's a vampire, actually.
Let's so.
It's not. It's a vampire.
Dude, that's so.
He's stupid anyways. Put him in C. Forearms is S. Stink.
I'm just
The rest of these
assuming.
they're all S. Come on.
Which one is Echo Echo?
Echo is the white one at the top.
Oh,
Like the
I
white one with
remember
the-
liking him.
Yeah, he has like an ultimate form that actually looks different, and it's really cool. Look up Ultimate Echo. It looks so
Isn't
cool.
it just this one?
Yeah, but like you gotta get like a full picture. Apparently, you've looked this up before.
No, I didn't.
Look at that. The little like discs on them, they like come off and they like swirl around like people and then emit high frequency sound waves.
My
Isn't that
light just
creative?
turned off.
Your light just turned off.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna turn it back on. I don't know why that happened.
You gotta replace that thing, brother.
No, the light bulb didn't go out. It was like the light just turned off.
You did all of them. They're done. It's over.
Do you agree with
Good
this
tier
list
list.
in chat?
Good stream. Good. Look up.
Is this true?
Can we do like a tier list of like body parts?
Blood is haunted. True. Body parts?
Yeah, like arms and legs. I feel like arms would
Is
go
that
in
a thing
S.
on here?
Like, dude, maybe. There's only one way to find out.
Human body systems.
Yes.
Skeletal systems? These are. Hold on. Skeletal system is S
God,
tier.
going S. Come on.
What is this?
I think that's. What does that say? I can't read it. Integumentary?
system. The body's largest organ made up of the skin, hair, and
Oh, it's the
nails
skin.
and
It's the-
associated. That's S tier.
Yeah. Reproductive.
That's S tier. That's
system,
easy
yeah.
S tier.
Okay.
Urinary system S tier. I love peeing. Reproductive system
Female?
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Nervous system?
Come on.
You can't live without it.
I mean, I like being able to think. So yeah, I think it's got to go in S.
Digestive system?
Digestive
I love eating.
I love food. I fucking love food.
Almost as much
Respiratory
as I love
system.
breathing.
Oof.
Immune system? I would be dead without this. Cardiovascular system?
You can go in A.
It's alright.
It's alright. Muscular system, easy. Yes, come on. I
Yeah.
want to jack this shit. Lymphatic
Lymphatic?
system,
What is that?
lymphatic.
Chat,
Look
what
that
is
up.
the lymphatic system?
Chat, what is that?
The lymphatic system includes the lymph nodes. That sounds stupid.
Bro, put that shit in C
Hey,
tier.
but what does it do? Bone marrow, spleen,
Tonsils? I
thymus,
hate my
tonsils.
tonsils. Got
Wait,
that
what
shit
does this
taken out.
do?
I think it's just like.
Oh, it's part of the immune system?
Well, lymph nodes are like there to like tell your body when something's wrong.
No,
so
that's-
like, just put it.
S tier. Not gonna lie.
That goes
Endocrine
that's
system
still an
is
S.
F tier. And I like, dude. Oh my god.
I don't know, man. Lymphatic system in S, but cardiovascular in A. It's just not ringing right to me. Things that enter the body. I can't wait. Things that enter and leave. Things that leave the body. Shit.
You're all stupid. It's not
Why
what
are
I'm
these all
looking
like
for.
JoJo ones?
Because we looked up part.
Oh, because it's parts. I see. Like JoJo parts. You get that one?
Yeah, I
Did
got
did
it.
that register?
I did get it. Alright, let's do one more. FNAF
Hold on
animatronics?
one sec.
Whoa, what the hell is this?
Hello.
Hi.
Shit was big.
God!
Oh,
Never mind.
I'm gonna be here all fucking night. Turn that shit off.
I wish there was like a random like picker instead of just like it shows you like the top stuff.
Put on
Pixar movies.
Pixar movies. That's easy. Come on.
Oh, this is like nothing.
Up. Up.
Up is low key
fucking-
overrated. This is like low key a B tier movie.
It's a kind of a B. Yeah.
Toy Story,
10
the
minutes
first
like
one is
this.
A tier.
Monsters University is an A. Honestly, in my opinion, that movie kind of rings truer. Like
Finding
get older.
Dory is just
that's a C. Come on,
yeah.
that's
Nemo.
Nemo's a
A tier
Nemo's a
probably.
B or an A. Yeah.
Cars.
Was
Is
that
Cars 2?
I think that's Cars 1.
I don't think that's Cars 1.
No, that's Cars 2. You're right. Cars 1 is the one with the fucking tarp and the smile.
Stupid. The Incredibles. Is
I
this
love that
Incredibles
poster
1 or
so
2?
much. That's Incredibles 1. That's an S.
S tier.
That's an absolute S.
Ratatouille.
That's an S. Come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say higher. As Good Dinosaur I heard is really bad, but I haven't watched it, so D tier. Cars
I
1.
watched it. It's really boring. Cars 1 is like a B. None
This
of the
one
Cars
just
movies
for
are
the
like
poster.
anything.
Just for the poster should be S tier. That is tough.
Bugs Life is like an easy D for me, dude. That movie fucking sucks.
Incredibles 2 is good. I like it.
It's
The
pretty
first one
good.
is definitely
not a-
better, but like
Yeah, it's nowhere
a good
fucking near the
movie.
first one, but it's not bad. There are worse movies that exist. I would not put it
WALL-E,
that
I
high.
have not seen WALL-E in a very long time.
You have not seen WALL-E, dude?
In a
We
very
gotta watch
long
that.
time.
We gotta rewatch that.
Where would you put it?
I think it's an S for me. It's just very, very sweet.
Monsters Inc. I think is S tier.
That's an S, definitely.
Inside
Out
Out.
is like a B, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
I never.
Oh,
really
this is
cared
S
for that
tier.
movie.
This is easily
That's
S
S.
tier. Toy Story
That's
2
S.
is
That's
also
like-
S tier.
Yeah. Coco is like an argument.
Toy
for, like,
Story
the best
3 is
one.
also, I think, better than Toy Story 1.
Yeah, I don't know if I would put it in S. I don't know.
Yeah, you can go
maybe.
like here. And like this can
Top
move
of A is
down
good.
to like.
Not
there.
lower than Incredibles 2, that's for sure.
Brave?
It's nothing.
Bro,
it's like
who-
a B or a C.
Why would you make a movie about Scottish people?
I hate Scottish people.
Onward looks very uninteresting. D tier. Toy Story 4 is
It's
not
a D,
good.
bro.
Soul is very good. I like Soul.
That's it. Soul will be an S for me.
I haven't seen this movie. I haven't seen
didn't
the rest of
watch
these.
the-
Actually, no, I've
I
seen
didn't watch any of
Elemental.
those.
Elemental's
I like
okay.
Elemental a lot.
Yeah, but it's not like
I like.
it's not Soul.
It's like a. I don't know. Better than like Incredibles 2.
You can go there.
Yeah, that's fine. There we go. What are we doing? What's happening?
Anything
here, man?
else? Any Simpsons characters to your list?
Hold on one sec. Can we do male celebrities?
Where's that at?
It was up. It was up a little bit. There it is.
Is that the guy from The Bear?
That's the Timothy Chalamet, actually. I never mind.
I know like two of these people.
No, I see Will Smith at the bottom there, and I see, like, Jake Gyllenhaal in the middle.
Oh, there's Roger.
And there's Adam Driver at the top, and next to Andrew Garfield. And some other people, perhaps.
Sure is. Okay.
Let's do one from, like, something we know nothing about, and just, like, rate it by, like, how cool it looks.
The Simpsons characters tier list.
Bro, we could do that.
The S tier, easily.
Grandpa Joe? S, come on. I don't even know who the woman is. That's
F tier.
Principal Skinner's mom, right? Apu's S for me.
He must be racist. This Barney is funny.
Have you ever really watched an episode with Apu, dude? He's like actually kind of a goated character.
He's a good character, but like since they took him out, they replaced the Indian stereotypes that he represented with worse things. It seems.
Did they do that?
Dude,
talking about?
back when Apu was like the Indian stereotype, everyone was like just talking
you
about
mean,
how
like, in
Indians work at like gas
That's
stations. Now
true,
they talk
yeah.
about how like Indians
Yeah,
are like
yeah.
stinky and shit on the street.
Which they don't, by the way. I need to clarify. They don't do that, and Damien doesn't think they do that.
Bart is B tier for Bart.
B for Bart is good. I like that. That's I can never remember the names of Homer's friends. He's
Wait,
alright.
Barney should also go in B tier.
A for Bart.
Mr. Burns is really funny.
Chief Wiggum is... He's okay. He's good.
Comic book
That's
guy
the
is
that's the
low-key
comic book
me.
guy. That's the doctor. There's the doctor and like the quack doctor who like isn't good at his job.
Okay, enough of this.
Yeah, this is stupid. Get it out of here.
No more.
Let's do. This is tier list day. That's the name of today. National Tier List Day.
MCU characters? I wish there was MCU movies on here.
There probably is. You
Yeah,
search
but I
it
don't
up.
want to search it. I want to find
You don't
it.
want to. I see. You want it to be handed to you on a silver platter. We got a. What else we got? What else? Harry Potter ships.
I'm fine.
Regular show characters. No, that's a good one. I like regular.
No,
show
it's
characters.
not. Regular show characters is so predictable.
Dude, look at all these options.
Dude, none of these are going below
Dude, they got the
B.
baby.
None of these are going below B.
There's some unique picks here. They
Okay.
got the baby ducks.
We gotta ground ourselves. Who would we put like the lowest? Like this guy?
Party horse.
Like C
It's
tier,
good.
probably.
He's good. Yeah. Okay.
And then let's grab a S tier character, like Muscle Man.
It's such a weird like selection of characters.
So like our gauge is gonna be like better than Party Horse or worse than Muscle Man. Maybe we should get some mid tiers too. Like I think that this is like an A tier character.
That's an A tier. Whenever he's like,
Who's a B tier?
B tier is like
Like Party
like
Pete.
Skips his cousin.
Quips.
Skips his cousin. Yeah, Quips. Quips is like a B tier character. He's on the right. There he is.
Let's see. Baby ducks are definitely they're like about as funny as this guy. I think funnier. I put him
Yeah.
there, like high A tier. This is Thomas.
Like baby Thomas.
Yeah.
He's
Not
funny.
as what is even like this guy's name?
Who cares? The Death Kwon-Do guy.
I'd probably put him here. Benson is S tier. FNAF.
FNAF.
It's like C tier, but better than the Party Horse. CJ is good.
She'd be a S if they didn't like get rid of her.
Probably like here, around there.
Death is. You putting Death in D, bro?
No, I'm not putting anyone in D. Which of these characters would go in D?
I think I like Death more than the Death Kwon-Do guy.
No better than Baby Ducks though.
Not
Dawn
better
is
than
S
Baby
tier.
Ducks.
Dawn is S tier.
Dawn is S. Dawn is S tier.
I don't even know who this is.
Nope. That's the old master from the space season. He's kind of nothing. That's like a Party Horse tier character, dude.
Okay, he can go here. Eileen is better than CJ, I think.
Yeah.
Here, probably.
Evil Pops is another like, I don't know.
I didn't watch this far.
You didn't watch that far? Oh,
No.
it's fine. He's B. Just put him in B.
Okay. This guy named like
that's-
Clorgbane.
Clorgbane, yeah. That's my goat, Clorgbane. He's probably B. I don't like him more than the Death Kwon-Do guy. That's like the gatekeeper of A.
Margaret's dad. Why did they even put him on here?
He's kind of funny. Like
Yeah,
that he's
but,
always
he
in like a
shows up,
helicopter.
once.
He shows up a few times.
We should move the Death Kwon-Do guy up, I think. No, he's not better than any of these guys. Something about him being like so low in A tier is bothering me. Gary Bobbert Ferguson.
Garrett Bobby Ferguson.
Gary, is it Bobbert or Bobby?
Why is he's on here twice?
I know. Is it Garrett Bobby Ferguson?
It is Garrett Bobby Ferguson.
I said Gary Bobbert.
Garrett Bobbert.
Gary Bobbert.
Garrett Bobber.
Gary Bobbert.
That's a good name. I wish that was my name.
He's like here probably, top of B tier. His son is stupid.
That's his kid. His son is stupid.
This guy's kind of funny.
That's
He's like about
Why can
as
I not
funny
remember
as
his
like.
name?
Margaret's dad.
Here, Bobby Ferguson.
The geese?
Oh, that's the full-grown geese.
Mm. Not all that.
They're fine.
I like here. There. What's the guy's name again? Gene?
Gene. That's Gene, dude.
Put him like here.
He sucks. He sucks in like everything but the Christmas episode where he's like actually really chill. God of Basketball, that's like a S, I think.
No, like here. He's like here.
I think like one of the hardest laughing fits I've ever had watching the show was when he like comes out of the moon and just like pulls up in his limo on Earth, just steps out.
That's a good one.
If he actually just like shows up. Can't find the scene.
What did I even search?
Just like a clip, I don't know, intro. Yeah, there you go.
Basketball sucks.
This is so good. Just kicks the basketball and this shit happens. The song really does it for me too.
They give him like the testicle bumper thing, but it's like
What did you
basketballs.
say about basketball?
Shark nuts.
Nothing. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, you
You might
only
be S
think
tier,
it
I don't
sucks
know,
because
man.
you don't know the fundamentals.
He's so fucking funny.
These jokers are a lost cause. Not to me, they're not. I'm the best basketball coach that ever lived. I can train anybody.
Whatever, Grandpa. If you want to waste your time, that's your business. I got 3 years of computer time I need to start
Just
using.
watching regular show
Come on,
clips now.
guys.
That's what this
Let's go
stream
take
has
the
turned
window.
into.
It's a good one. He can go up.
It's a good one. He can go up.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna put him S tier. He's not Don.
High Five Ghost is like, I feel like he's like above CJ, below Eileen. That's the vibe I'm getting. I feel like that's fair. High Five Ghost brother is like nothing.
Yeah.
Margaret is,
Definitely
I don't know.
worse than CJ and Eileen.
yeah,
Probably like here.
below the Death Kwon-Do guy.
Dude, the Death Quanto guy's funny as shit. Mordecai is low-key the least interesting main character. I put
Put him
him
in D.
No, I'm not gonna put him in D. He's like top of A.
Okay, yeah, he's like top of it.
Mallard.
Mr. Maylard,
Maylard?
that's like,
He's like here, I think. No, here. Also, I'm moving Death Quanto
Yeah.
above Death.
that's fair. That's
Party
fair.
Pete.
Party
Where's
Party
he
Pete's
at?
pretty funny.
Probably funnier than Garrett, Bobby Ferguson.
I think Party Pete is the funniest like one-off.
Pops is
character.
easy, maybe even top of the list. What is this
That's
guy's
the
name again?
TV.
I know,
RGB,
like,
something like that.
yeah, the Save Room for Dessert TV.
Save room for dessert.
He can go like.
Don't put him that high.
Why? He can go bottom of A. Rigby S tier.
He's Rigby's S. Come on. Skips S.
Skips his S
easy.
tier.
The
The
babies are
babies.
stupid, kind of.
They can go like here.
Yeah, that's fine. I can accept that. That's okay. This
I
one you didn't
don't
skip this.
know who this
That's
is.
Spacey. That's Spacey the Space Tree.
Okay.
He's from the space episodes.
Is he funny?
He's kind of like, the whole point of his character is that he's obnoxious and he just like harasses Rigby.
Is it funny?
It's kind of funny. It's like a party horse level character, dude. He's not really like anything. Starla, dude, come on.
What do you mean? Come on. Are you telling me to put her at the bottom of the list or the top of the list?
It's hot, bro. Anytime she interacts with Muscle Man, it's like the funniest shit ever to me.
She can go here.
Like the episode where they have to spend like 12 hours apart and they're like shooting at each other like fireballs. What do you think about Tecmo? What are we feeling with Tecmo?
It's like a fan fiction character.
Tecmo.
Yeah. It's like a
He's kinda funny,
self-insert.
though.
He's not funny ever.
It's cool.
He's cool, but he's not funny. You can go like here.
It's fair.
Thomas is alright.
Thomas.
He's alright.
I think he could have been an S tier if they kept him around, but they had to get rid of him for whatever reason. They do their
This
Russian
is
shit.
good. This is good. This is getting posted.
Yeah, I can accept this one. This is a good one. They should make a category on Twitch just for like making tier lists. It's a good idea. Flip all this just chatting nonsense.
True. Alright, what next?
I don't know.
SpongeBob Season 1 episodes.
Ooh, okay. Help Wanted is like
I don't
It's
remember
okay.
all these, I'll be honest. Actually, no, wait, I kind of do.
I remember Help Wanted. Oh, Hooky is a classic, dude. Hooky is good.
Okay. Let's go through and just like find the really good ones. And just like put them at the top.
Pizza Delivery, Pickles, those two are top tiers. Yeah, these are all season 1.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, hold on. Hooky S tier. First
Hooky
and
S tier.
foremost.
This look dangerous.
This one's S tier.
SB-129, that's good.
Jellyfish Jam
I
is
like-
S tier.
Neptune Spatula is good, but it's like not S. It's
I
like
don't
A.
remember what that one is.
That's the one where like Neptune challenges SpongeBob to like a cook-off.
That's season
and Neptune
1?
makes like a and he makes like 1,000 patties, and then SpongeBob makes like one. It's like the best thing ever.
The Squidward one is funny. That's S tier. No, I don't think I can do this. I don't remember any of these.
You don't remember Sandy's Rocket?
I remember that one. But like most of these I don't remember.
I feel like you remember. I feel like you can remember most of these.
Squeaky Boots has the GIF. I remember Suds. I don't know Texas. I don't know the
Tea at the
Chaperone.
Tree Dome.
That's
Tea at the Tree Dome is like the
the...
introductory Sandy episode. You know Texas, come on.
Which one is that?
It's the episode where Sandy's like, "Oh, I miss Texas," and then SpongeBob and Patrick start like making fun of her for being a hillbilly,
Oh.
and then she like murders them.
What is the Chaperone?
I have no idea.
Let's look it up.
Let me look it up. Yeah, look it up. Jamie, look that one up.
Okay. Oh, he takes Pearl to the prom. in that
Oh,
one.
the one where he takes Pearl to the prom.
Okay.
That's not that
But
good.
let's actually hold on. Let's actually do this. Help Wanted. That's just like the first one, right? That's like B tier. It's like nothing.
It's mid. It's middle of the road.
No, we're not season 13.
Season 13.
Okay, this is all of them? There's only 20? This is way more than 20.
You sure?
What?
Well,
Is
it's
there only-
20
Oh,
'cause,
it's okay. It's 40 because they're all.
It's
like,
because they're in
okay.
batches of 2. Yeah, they're in
Okay, let's see.
they're in like bunches.
Fun.
Fun.
Let's start with fun. I know which one that is. Let's read the full
a
episode
classic.
synopsis. Okay.
Dude, what is this?
What?
This is what is this?
That's not right.
Wait, no. Wait, why isn't that one on the tier list?
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, we ranked that one already.
Yeah. Reef Blower. He at the Tree Dome is the one where he meets Sandy.
That was a good.
It's
That's
okay.
a classic. That's a classic.
Yeah, where he's like, I need water.
Yeah, where's
It's,
he at the Tree Dome?
It's next to Texas.
That's S
There you
tier.
go.
What was the
That's
other
a
one?
good one.
The Reef Blower. That one is not very good.
It's like a short almost. It's like 5 minutes long. It's middle. It's right in the middle.
Okay.
There you
This is like a B tier episode. Fun? Like I don't know like what was going on with like the fun Wikipedia page, but that was not fun. I'm just gonna give it an A tier because I remember the song.
Fun is the
Okay, Bubble stand.
Plankton with
Ripped
an
Pants is
asshole
on
at the
here.
end. Rip Pants?
Where's that at?
That was season 1.
Oh, that's the easiest. Maybe we need a tier above S.
I think Rip Pants needs its own tier. That song is like stuck with me. Like forever.
Okay, hold on.
Dude.
Hooky goes in there. I think Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost goes in there. And
I do not remember
maybe
Squidward the
this-
Unfriendly
That's the one where
Ghost.
he's like completely white. He has like the
Oh,
towel on
yeah,
his
okay,
head.
that one's pretty funny. That's like the one where it's like, get in.
Bubble stand.
That's where he's like, first go like this, spin around, stop,
That's not
double
that
take
funny.
3 times.
Well, I mean, it's a good episode, but it's like not that good. What is our
It's alright. Arg.
pizza delivery is on here? Where's that
Oh,
at?
Arg is the pirate one. Arg is the pirate one. Hold on.
Which one is the pirate
Arg
one?
is the one where they fucking pretend to be pirates and they go after like the buried treasure and Mr. Krabs starts like abusing them. And SpongeBob's like, I'm Peggy the pirate, and he's got 2 peg legs on him, and Patrick's like, I'm Blind Beard the pirate, and he's got 2 eye patches on.
Oh.
That's the yeast. I thought you said we.
Seaweed with West Patrick.
This is classic. This one's classic.
9,551, 9,552.
Mr. Krabs, we're
And
told
then
Oh
they find the
yeah,
treasure.
yeah, I remember this.
What?
They find the Dutchman's treasure, and then there's the actual Dutchman.
This is good.
It's good. It's classic.
That's S tier. Boating school is like, I don't remember like exactly what happens in this episode, but like I feel like I can just picture it in my head, and that's probably exactly what happens.
I can't imagine it's that good. I
gonna
don't
go
care for any
through-
I don't care for any Mrs. Puff plot lines.
Fools in April.
You know Fools in April. You like know what that
I don't
one
remember
is.
any of the jokes from it.
Just like SpongeBob fucking with Squidward, and then Squidward pulls that one mean prank on him.
Oh, that's not nice. That's gonna go C tier just for that scene. I don't know what this one is.
What is that?
I was a teenage Gary.
That's the one where Gary bites SpongeBob, and then he starts turning into a snail, and then he bites
Oh,
Squidward,
D
and
tier. What the
returns into a
hell?
snail. Yeah, I didn't like that one at all. That one creeped me out as a kid.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Whichever one has like Krakatoa in it, that one's S. I think that's 2. I think Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 2 is the one that had that. I feel like you gotta look up episode.
Okay. A lot of characters in this one. Okay.
This one's just like they just go and visit him at the elderly home.
Okay.
It's not really anything.
It's okay.
It's okay. The second one I'm pretty sure is the one with like fucking Krakatoa
This one can go like.
and the Quickster.
This one.
It's not better than like Fun. Probably better than Reef Blower. Reef Blower is probably a little too high. I'm gonna be honest.
Maybe.
It's like a short with no dialogue where SpongeBob just like blasts sand onto
Let's see.
Squidward's lawn.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle 2. Okay.
Hold on.
Conch signal. A conch is a noise that makes a signal which Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy respond to.
Train action.
What?
Oh, this is. I don't even remember this.
Oh, I remember this one. They just like keep asking them to do stupid shit.
That's stupid.
It's okay.
I thought that was the one where Barnacle Boy is like evil.
That can go here, then
That
I'll move
one's
this one
best.
down into here. Because this one sounds
Yeah.
funnier than the other one. Muscle Bob Buff Pants. Is it just one where he like pretends to have big muscles?
Yes. Oh my god, that one's so good.
Is it good? What happens in it?
The whole joke is that he's got like those giant, big, like pink arms, and then like they ask him to like actually do some weightlifting stuff, and he can't do any of it.
I
And
remember
it's just like
that.
slapstick, slapstick
But like,
comedy.
is it awesome?
There's a part where he like gets handed like a glass of like root beer or whatever, and he's trying to like move it, and he can't like move it across the fucking counter.
Sponge is so weak. I'm gonna move boating school down into here. I don't. Nature Pants. I remember this one.
Nature Pants is, it's alright,
It's like an A tier episode, probably. Probably like here.
probably.
I do not remember Neptune Spatula being a season 1 episode.
And that old animation style, so.
Can I just search on here?
Yeah, probably. Neptune.
I don't remember this being like so old. I thought it was like season like 7 or something. This episode has a good message.
Yeah. Kind of like predicted AI art almost. Because Neptune like mass produces like a billion shitty Krabby Patties, and SpongeBob makes like one with love.
Yeah. True.
Opposite Day is. It's not that good. It's just the one where they pretend to be Squidward.
That one's
I'm
funny.
Squidward. I'm Squidward. I'm Squidward. I'm Squidward. Squidward. Squidward.
That's a good one.
It's okay. I don't feel strongly about it, but you can put it where you want.
It's like here probably. Pickles. Oh, is it the Bubble Bass episode?
Pickles is S. Or Pickles is top. Like that might be like my favorite one.
Rock Bottom. I remember
Yeah.
this one.
It's probably
Probably,
S.
Here.
Pickles is like a fucking movie, dude.
Hall Monitor.
It's just the one where he pretends to he becomes the hall monitor for like the boating school, and then he just starts like going around town, like harassing people. That's the long and short of that episode.
Is this the one where he's like the freak? The maniac. He's the maniac.
The maniac. Oh wait.
Freak Bob. It's S tier. Sandy's Rocket. I don't remember like exactly what happens in this episode, but I remember they kill a lot of people.
They kill a lot of people. They don't kill them. They just like put them in nets and then fly them to the moon. It's okay.
It can go like A tier probably. What happens in the first Plankton episode?
I don't know.
Oh,
Plankton. Oh, it's the one where he goes in his brain. And SpongeBob's like, "Shut up, you mediocre clarinet player." This one's classic. This one might be this might be a good one. This is the part. This is the one where Plankton is like, "This is my lab," and then he shows like a dog, and he's like, "And this is my laboratory."
does he actually have a dog?
Yeah, it's like a live action dog.
How does it live underwater?
It's a wonderful question that I'm sure Plankton would be able to
Naughty
answer.
Nautical Neighbors. What is that?
The hell's that? Squidward destroys SpongeBob and Patrick's friendship? I don't want that.
Oh, is it the one where he just like makes them fight?
I don't remember this. Hold on.
Let's see if we can find a clip.
Yeah, let's find some. I for the life I remember most early SpongeBob stuff, and I for the life of me cannot like remember what this is. SpongeBob. This one's alright.
Was it like dish soap in his souffle?
I guess.
Patrick, you are the dumbest idiot it has ever been my misfortune to know.
Oh, he got him.
Do you really think that's SpongeBob?
Of course, Patrick. Anyone with eyes can see that.
Yeah, well, I think you're ugly. Yellow is ugly.
Wow.
What are you talking about? SpongeBob, I no longer
Oh,
wish
like
to
that's the
know
Squidward
you.
one.
You give bottom dwellers a bad name. If I had $1 for every brain you
These
don't
facial
have,
expressions are pretty
I'd
good.
have
He's
$1.
like a Simpsons character.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, Patrick, I heard there was a job opening down at the pet shop.
It's like very cartoony, like by SpongeBob standards.
You're a big dummy, you dummy.
Yeah, well, that means that, so are you.
You're a turkey.
What's that?
Why does Patrick have a grill?
Well, you're a bigger one.
I don't know.
You're still yellow. You know what else is yellow?
What? Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what you call me because I never want to see you again anyway. Tartar sauce.
That's a good one.
Oh, this is when he chokes on the fork. Yes. I love this one. No, they can't. No, no.
And what is that picture of Patrick? Dude, I'm not gonna stream a whole episode of SpongeBob.
Just find the clip of the fork. Just find a picture of the fork. Even I'll take that. Yes. Oh my god, classic.
Did they like edit that?
What?
My god, he died.
Whoa, Squidward, you're choking.
Okay. That's a good one.
It's good. It's good. All that for
What
like.
is culture shock? Oh, that for
Hey.
some age here.
All that for some 18. No idea what culture shock is. Squidward. Oh, this is the talent show.
Oh. What's
This
the quote
one's-
from this one?
Oh, brother, this
Yeah.
guy stinks.
That one. That's pretty good.
That's good.
This is a good season. Is there one where SpongeBob gets his house sucked up by the nematodes?
I believe so.
That's a good one too. And then Patrick starts like beating the shit out of him in his sleep. Employee of the month. I don't remember that one.
That's when SpongeBob and Squidward are fighting over who gets to be employee of the month.
Why does Squidward care?
I don't remember.
Oh, because they'll make less money. Wait, what? Squidward tells SpongeBob that the award is nothing but a scam, and then Mr. Krabs only gives it out to make them
Wait,
work
scroll
harder
down.
for less money.
It says Squidward notices this and reiterates his belief that the award is a joke. SpongeBob starts to wonder if Squidward's right. Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, I think it's because SpongeBob keeps like fucking with Squidward, like he's like destroying his alarm clocks and shit, so that he doesn't win Employee of the Month. And then Squidward starts like fighting back.
But why does Squidward care?
I think he just wants to fuck over SpongeBob because he's like
Not nice, Squidward.
an asshole.
Jellyfishy?
Jellyfish. Oh, this is the OG with like the big jellyfish and like Squidward in the wheelchair.
I don't remember this one. Where would you rank it?
It's when Patrick like stabs Squidward through the hand with like the jellyfish net. It's the episode where Squidward just keeps like getting more and more injured.
That's not nice. A tier.
I like it.
Karate choppers. Hold on.
It's
This is
good.
this one's gonna go high. Hold on.
This is the one where like karate's like an innuendo, right?
I don't know. Is that Tom Kenny?
Yeah, it's.
I command this particular drop of hot sauce to be really, really
Oh.
That's a good one. That can go S tier.
Just
What
for
is
that scene
Scaredy
alone.
Pants?
That's the Halloween one where they shave SpongeBob and like his brain gets exposed.
No, that's a funny screenshot.
Yeah, it's not that good of an episode, personally. in
Yeah,
my
it came
opinion.
out right next to I Was a Teenage Gary, so
I love it. Like the second you like knew what I was talking about with the Gary one, you like shoved that shit. in
yeah,
your-
because it's horrible. It's just disgusting. It's just weird.
And like the episode ends.
Oh,
and,
this is the
nothing
one
gets
where, like,
resolved, they're just like all snails.
Where
now.
like the Flying Dutchman is mad because people are dressing up as him.
Yeah, this is the first time that the Flying
And
Dutchman
then
ever appears, I
Twitter's like,
believe.
Twitter's like, I have come for your pickle. I think.
I don't think he says it quite like that, but. Bro. Oh my god, wait.
I get what we're saying. The Flying
He actually
Dutchman
does say this. What the hell?
swoops down and starts stealing people's souls.
Do souls look like pickles?
As a matter of fact, they do. And he puts them where you can never get them. In his soul.
Krusty Krab has takeout bags.
I guess.
I've come for your pickle.
Oh, that's classic.
Yeah, it's classic. What is sleepy time? He visits the dreams of others?
Oh, this is the dream one. This is a good one. This is one where he goes into like Plankton's dream and he's like destroying the world. And he goes into like Gary's dream and he's like a philosopher in like a giant library.
That's season 1?
Yeah.
That's probably like a Beecher episode, I'm not gonna lie.
I think Squeaky Boots should go at least in S tier simply by like the nature of the fact that it's like an adaptation of like an Edgar Allan Poe story.
Is it?
I think it's Edgar Allan Poe. It's like the
Is it
you
the
know
one where like
old
they
story
like
where
the
guy-
heart is like
the guy
beating through
kills
the
the guy.
through,
Yeah,
like,
the
the
guy kills the guy
floorboard?
and he like hides him in his floorboards and then he like hears the heartbeat still and he like goes insane. It's like an adaptation of
I
that
thought the
story.
point of that was like that the heartbeat was like his guilt
Yeah, it is.
and the squeaky
Yeah.
boots are SpongeBob's guilt.
No, it's Mr. Krabs' guilt because he gives SpongeBob the boots as like a reward and then he gets so annoyed by the boots that he like burns them.
But that's
So he
not
hides them under the
guilt.
floorboards. No, he hides them under the floorboards and then he's like guilty because SpongeBob's sad because he doesn't have the boots anymore. And
That's
so he
funny.
hears squeaking. He hears like squeaking and
I
stuff.
remember Suds, but I don't remember it being anything super special.
Suds is good for like the ending where it's just like live action clips of people washing
Oh, yeah, that was funny. I'll put a beat here.
toilets. I think Texas is the one I'm thinking of. I don't know. Look up Texas real quick just to be sure. But I believe Texas is the one where Sandy just like murders SpongeBob and Patrick. Yeah, she's homesick. She sings her song.
This is her breaking out of the Krusty Krab.
No, because they're holding like SpongeBob and Patrick. Okay, so SpongeBob and Patrick are
Hold
sad.
on, hold on. Can we read this?
But Sandy
Sandy
okay,
lassos Patrick and pulls him to her, and a nuclear explosion is shown in the background as he disappears.
You remember that?
That's good. I remember that.
Because SpongeBob and Patrick are like bummed that Sandy's like homesick for Texas, so they set up like a little Texas party for the Krusty Krab. But then Sandy's like about to leave for Texas, so SpongeBob like to get her to follow them. He's like, "Oh, you're a fucking hillbilly because you live in Texas," and then she starts like hunting them down and
I
like
remember.
murdering
I
them.
remember.
Yeah, but it's all to like lead her to like this like Texas party at the Krusty Krab.
I remember.
That is classic.
She can be like top of age here.
Chaperone sucks, bro. But that
Does
shit
it
in like
suck?
C or
Why?
D. I don't know. I just remember it being boring. It wasn't really funny.
Can I put it B
It's
tier?
one where SpongeBob. It's one where SpongeBob has really long legs and he's like
I
dancing
remember.
at the
What is
prom.
the paper?
Is that the one where he like plays like? He like plays like Mary Had a Little Lamb
Yeah,
better than
the
like
bubblegum
Squidward does.
wrapper.
Yeah, better than like Squidward
I
does.
don't
on his
remember these
planet.
as much as I thought I would. This is like a. This is like Reef Blower if they talked.
The paper, it's like it feels like a precursor to like the one with the box, you know.
Yeah.
Like SpongeBob's like having fun with this paper, and Squidward just like doesn't get it, and he gets like jealous and shit. Like that's just
I'll
like
put
the
it there.
box, but like
Is
That was
Valentine's
good.
Day the one where he like kills the heart, or Patrick kills the heart?
yeah.
That's funny.
This is I think that's the episode I've watched the least.
Why?
I don't know. I just like I don't remember it like as well as the other ones. Like that genuinely that is just I know for a fact that's the one.
No,
I
the
watched least
joke
'cause
is
I've
that
watched
like
it, two or
Patrick
three
doesn't
times.
get a Valentine's Day card or something, and then
No, yeah, I remember what happens. He kills everyone in like the amusement park because he's like, mad that he didn't get a Valentine.
let's look at the clip. Patrick kills heart.
Patrick destroys Valentine's
Too,
Day.
Dave.
Not that it matters that we've been friends for so
Hey,
long.
SpongeBob. Thanks for the bike. Can you believe this guy? I just met him this morning.
Excuse me, do you guys have the time?
Patrick needs love too.
This is a good one.
I defy you, Heartman.
He didn't kill him. I thought he like threw him into the background. He like exploded.
I seem to remember that too, but I know he like destroys. Some explosion happened in this episode. I know that for a fact.
Heart on stick mustache.
Patrick.
You had that.
This was just like the nature one, but like not as funny.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a B tier. What is Walking Small?
I can't remember there were like 2 episodes in season 1 where like the whole thing is just Patrick going ape shit.
What's the other one?
The nature one,
That's not.
where Patrick
Does Patrick do that?
starts like chasing him down. He like hunts him down. That's the clip where that's like the where the image of him doing the face comes from, where he's on like the ceiling. He's like, "I've got you now, SpongeBob."
Oh yeah. I think the cone on
That's-
his head.
Yeah.
I think.
What?
Does he have like
No.
an ice cream cone on his head?
I don't think so. Oh, I like this one. This is the one where I think the ice cream truck falls on him. He's like, "I lived."
That's funny. That's a funny joke. Let's just put an A tier and finish the damn list.
Let's just be done with this. This took way too fucking long.
Good warm up.
Good warm up, dude. Not like a cool down, am I right?
True.
True. I love SpongeBob. Almost as much as I love my parents. And video
Yeah,
games. And
Alright.
eating delicious junk food. Alright, what?
Just no. Alright, let's see this one.
Yeah. So this is every movie.
This is every
As
movie,
well
every
as-
special, and like some other things too that aren't
some other
that.
miscellaneous things that don't fall into any category.
Alright, Curse of the
we-
Blood
we-
movies. It was alright.
It's a fine like retelling of the first arc of Dragon Ball. I think the villain is really stupid.
No, the villain was
I thought he was-
cool. I liked him until the end because it kind of felt like it was setting up like a thing where it was like, because you're kind of like empathetic for him because his thing is like he's hungry, and like he's like he can't ever like eat enough to like satiate himself.
But
So he's
not
gonna
fully
use
fleshed
the
out,
Dragon
his-
Balls to like stop himself from being hungry. So it kind of made like a thing where like I kind of wanted him to get the wish, but they just kill him. No, they don't kill him. They don't kill him. They do
they don't
summon the
kill
dragon
him.
out his mouth, and then he becomes like a
But-
ugly little like short
he
guy.
has like the first half of a character. He has like little bits and pieces that are meant to like make you feel sympathy for him. He has like a clear motivation, but it just doesn't really. They don't go full force with it, which I feel like. I understand why they wanted to put more emphasis on like the retelling. They just put the villain there to like differentiate it, but without like putting more time and development into that character, it kind of just feels like why is he there?
Yeah, and at
don't
the
know.
end, I remember when he was like a human again. He found an apple and he was like, "What is this?" This dude's been like a professional eating for like 10 years straight. He's never seen an apple.
It's definitely got like that Dragon Ball charm, just because it is a retelling, but like, it's not on the level, I would say, of some of the better ones of these.
This is a C tier, I think.
Yeah, I think C is fair. I think it's a good starting point.
Yeah, just put a C.
Okay,
Sleeping Princess
Sleeping
was, like-
Princess,
It was okay. It had some good shots,
I-
like the that one shot of like when Krillin breaks the bridge and like Goku starts like jumping on like the planks. That was cool.
yeah, this
And
one
it
to me
had-
feels
It had some
it
funny
feels the
jokes.
least like a retelling.
Yeah, it had some funny jokes too.
Yeah,
I like the part where
it
like
does
the what's
most,
his
like,
name when Lucifer is like he's about to launch a thing and he has like sunglasses on.
Yeah.
It's a funny visual.
This is adapting. I think like it's meant to be like the World Tournament saga and like the training with Krillin, but it's like it definitely pulls the least from the original anime, and I think that kind of works to its benefit because there's more emphasis put on like these like weird demon characters, this unique like castle location, and I really like the villain. I think he's really funny. I love that it's like
Okay,
a
he's not
vampire
that
who's
funny.
close to- I don't know. I found him to be pretty entertaining for the most part. I mean, he's within reason, of course. Like he's not given like a lot of time to shine, but I think what little he does get, it's enjoyable. I think he could have easily been like a very
He's definitely better
very
than the
weird character.
big purple asshole from the last one.
Yeah, the like Gory Maze or whatever. I don't know.
Something
Stupid.
like that. It's probably also a
But I-
C tier movie though.
I think it's C, but I think it's above Blood Rubies.
Yeah. Mystical Adventure is definitely better than both of them.
Yes, this one is like the most interested in like doing its complete own thing, and I think it's really fun for that. Like seeing, it's kind of weird. It's like watching a play almost because you're like seeing these characters that you know like repurposed and retooled in like different roles. Like Chaozu being like a prince and Tien being like his attendant.
Yeah, that's weird. It's good, but it uses the characters
weird.
in a weird way that I don't really dislike, but like I don't know why. They
It
did
does a
it that
pretty good
way.
job. Also, like it's combining like the mercenary Tao stuff with like the 22nd World Tournament with like Tien and Shen, and it kind of does it like pretty well. Like it does a good job balancing it because they have mercenary Tao like lumped in with like Shen and Tien, and I don't know, it's very cohesive. There's a lot of stuff that they straight up just pulled from like fights from the show, like mercenary Tao. Most of the shit mercenary Tao does in that movie, he does in the anime.
Yeah, like they
Like,
take like the Dodon Ray thing where like he shoots him and it like
They do the
hits his Dragon Ball.
they do the tongue thing.
But he
They do the
also,
thing where his,
like-
like clothes get blown off.
He like shoots him straight to the lookout, which is kind of weird. And Goku like talks to Korin like he like knows who he is.
That's one thing. Yeah, I didn't like that. He doesn't train with Korin. He like talks to Korin, and then
It
Korin
almost
gives him,
felt like
some
a
advice.
like a dream. Like he
Yeah,
got knocked out by Mercenary Tao.
Let's be clear. Like none of these movies are as good as like the things that they're adapting. But I think of them, this one like clearly had the most care put into
It was pretty funny too. I remember that one part where Tao passes by Penguin Village, and like the little like green guys are like, "Who's that guy?" And then Arale's like, "I don't know, but I don't like his vibe." So she grabs a boulder out the floor and just like throws it at him. That was funny.
Yeah, I think putting Mercenary Tao and Arale in like the same place was like a good thing.
They did it in the
That's
show
probably the best
too.
thing this
I
movie
think.
did.
No, I
No,
think in
they
the
didn't,
show
no.
it was General Blue.
That's General Blue. Yeah, General Blue was the one who goes to Penguin Village. But yeah, Mercenary. I think it's good. I'd be fine with it going in either C or B, but I
It's
think
B
if it goes
tier.
in
I
C,
think B
it's the
tier.
best of these. B is
Definitely
fair,
B
yeah.
tier. Path to Power, not even
This is my favorite one.
comparable.
This is my favorite one. This is the most theatrical I think that Dragon Ball has ever felt. It's somehow like, and listen, it's not going to get any points for originality really, because it's more of like an adaptation than any of these other movies. Like it just
But it
straight up
does it.
follows
It
the
does it
script
so much better.
mostly 1-to-1.
It does
It
it
does
so
it
much better.
so gracefully.
I feel
it's
like it
kind of
not
insane.
only like takes the first two arcs of Dragon Ball, but it like condenses them and kind of makes them better at the cost of like
Yes.
peel off, I guess.
No, I think, and also like visually, there's some parts in this movie that are like genuinely like breathtaking. It's kind of insane how they did. They managed to apply some of that like grander scale that you see in like a lot of Dragon Ball Z and like later Dragon Ball material. They put that into like an original Dragon Ball setting, and I think it works masterfully. Like genuinely, it's so good. I love it. I love the character work they do with Goku and Android 8. I especially love the ending, where it's almost kind of like, it's very thematic and appropriate, because it's like they get the wish finally, but like nobody needs their wish because everyone got what they wanted, like Bulma and Yamcha, and like there's someone else who got what they wanted, I forget who, but the point like stands. Like I like that Goku gets the wish at the end and he gets to wish his friend back. It's just so, I don't know, it feels so complete.
Yeah, except in
And it's
the
just-
in the dub where they're just like take the bomb out of his body and then he just comes back to life.
Yeah, because in the dub, Android 8 says like, "Oh, Goku," like it implies that he didn't die, which I think maybe was to kind of sanitize it a bit, like make it more suitable for kids. But it's a bizarre change, to be sure. But I think other than that, this movie like it nails the feel of like what Dragon Ball is.
Yeah, they did
I
really
think
good.
if yeah, I easy Z tier for me.
Yeah, I agree. Probably Z tier. Dead Zone is okay.
Dead Zone is very solid. I think this is like the blueprint for Dragon Ball Z movies. This is the thing that they would all spring off of. It's like very, very self-contained, very fast-paced. The choreography is like really,
Yeah, it's
really
good.
good. For
The
no
music
reason.
is really good too. There's like the one track where it's like the Demon King Piccolo theme mixed with like the first opening of Dragon Ball. That's really good.
I also like that they made a villain that kind of fits with the lore of Dragon Ball. Like they tried to expand on Kami a bit. That's like a cool thing that I feel like a lot of these
That's a
movies
cool
don't
thing
really
to do
take
if
that
you're
approach.
not like writing some bullshit that's not real.
Yeah, like I don't know, Harudegarn. I guess Harudegarn's a bad example because he's cool, but some of these guys like Bojack. Come on, the fuck is Bojack? I think I would say A.
I think this movie could have been better if it like. This could be like a really good movie to get someone into Dragon Ball. I think if it didn't have the scenes of like Gohan, I think he kind of. It's weird because I feel like a lot of these early movies kind of use Gohan as like a way to pander to like 4-year-olds. But like,
Yeah, I can see that.
it's not interesting or fun to watch. Like when he starts like pissing on Krillin's head, I guess it's funny. But like,
Kind of funny. It's funnier than like Trunks pissing on Broly's
It's
head,
alright.
that's for sure.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a tier.
It's good. Yeah, I think it's just like very solid, and it's so impossible to like hate too because it's only 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's short. World's Strongest is
World's
really
Strongest.
boring. This movie is really boring.
Ugh.
I think the most interesting part of this movie is like the
so-
beginning when it like flashbangs you with like the white and black flashing.
But it's so creative. This is like the
Is
only
it
movie where the
creative?
villain is not like a copy. This is the only movie where the villain isn't like a copy of something from the show. They really wanted to like go their own angle with this. But like,
Yeah, I heard that
I don't know.
Akira Toriyama got a lot of inspiration from this movie in order to create Botamo.
Wheelo is boring. Dr. Cochin is boring. There's a cool
Hey,
part
it's stupid
where, like,
too because
Piccolo's
like
mind
they use
control.
the Dr. Coach at the beginning of the movie. He uses the wish to unfreeze Dr. Relo. You're like the smartest man on the goddamn planet. Just build like a giant flamethrower. It's like magic ice.
And you also have a laser cannon on your arm. You have a fucking giant laser cannon that you shoot from your arm.
Yeah, that too.
And also you have Piccolo. You have Piccolo under your control. Get him to do
Yeah,
it.
they did have Piccolo, didn't they? Or at least they
I don't know,
they kind of did.
it's-
He like tries to hit Goku once and then like turns back.
It's just there's a lot of originality in it, but man, it's just not good. It's boring. I didn't
It's
like it.
D tier.
Maybe.
Because I
think
yeah,
it's, like,
I
bottom
think it
C,
is.
maybe.
No, I think it's D tier.
You think so? Alright.
Yeah, it's too boring. Tree of Might was better.
This is dead middle.
Yeah. It's like
It's the dead middle of these.
It's
like
good
it doesn't
enough
really
to, like-
do anything exceptional. It doesn't do anything like terrible.
Turles is cool. They kind of changed him a lot in the dub. In the sub, I feel like he seemed a lot more reasonable of a person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he
It's-
shoots Ki Blast
I don't know.
with holes in the middle, and there's a part where he tries to shoot Gohan with that while he's in grade 8, and like the moon thing he shot like fades away at the same time, and he's like shrinking back into like baby Gohan, and he like falls in between the ring while he's shrinking.
He falls through the hole.
But Turles had a lot of thinking to do after that. He was probably in
Turles
hell
looks
after
like
he
he
died
has
in
a
this
lot
movie
of
and was like,
menace to
God damn, why did I shoot a Ki Blast with a hole in it?
Turles has a lot of menace, I would say. He's got like a bit of like that Frieza charisma to him. He's got a lot of brutal scenes where he's just like fucking everyone up. Like he blows Piccolo like away. He like an energy geyser just envelops him and like erases him. He
Yeah, that's
fucking
like that's his
blasts
move.
like
That's his
15
move.
million Ki blasts into Goku's back.
Yeah.
It's just he's brutal in a way that I think makes him very entertaining to watch. But I don't know. There's a lot with this movie that doesn't really hit for me.
It's a little bit boring. There's that one awesome ass shot of Chaozu like hanging on the tree.
Yeah,
That probably
oh
like
my
takes it
God.
from a C tier
Okay.
to a B tier alone.
But the environment looks so boring with the fucking tree and everything's so gray. Like I get what they were going for. It was like to make the world look like dead, but it's not visually appealing. I like the designs of Turles' crew, but they don't really get to
They
do
don't-
much.
They're the
They
ones who like hang Chaozu on the tree, I think. Because like I feel like it's kind of implied that like Chaozu was just like blown away from like an explosion and like just ended up there, but like I'm gonna put the picture in.
Nah, someone put him.
I'm gonna edit the picture in. That you don't look like
someone
that.
Put him there.
Yeah, someone put him there, like a Christmas ornament.
It's good. I would say B. I would say
Yeah.
maybe like
B tier.
shit. Do I like it more? or
Definitely,
less
yeah,
than
better than
I
Mystical
don't know.
Adventure. Mystical Adventure, like the only reason
Okay,
it'll be better
yeah,
is because
that's
like the
fair.
part where Arali throws the boulder at Tao. I think Lord Slug is like probably the worst Dragon Ball Z movie.
Lord Slug is like Turles, like, if every part of it was worse.
Dude, the beginning of that movie,
All of it.
where like Gohan comes up to Piccolo, he's trying to like meditate by a waterfall, and he just starts whistling like an idiot. Like I know it hurt Piccolo because like his ears are sensitive to that, but like if I was Piccolo, I would have just like knocked him out. So just annoying.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of like the setup for how they beat him at the end.
Yeah,
but
I know.
it's
But
also why would
like
you do
also
that?
the scene
Why
played
would
for
you
10
do
minutes of Gohan whistling. I don't want to watch that.
Also, Lord Slug just does not have any of the good qualities that Turles has.
I think that
He's
the
boring.
premise of the movie is interesting.
not
Where like
very
they're trying to turn the what's it called, the planet into like a ship. And I think it's also cool how like
They don't really do anything with that.
I think it's cool how like the minions like can't survive in like the Earth's environment, so they have to like change the climate. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
give it any
it's a
extra points
lot
for
of-
that. It's just like interesting that they thought about that.
No, it's a lot of ideas that they kind of like throw at you, but none of them really go anywhere. Also, Slug's crew is just so like it's the worst I think set of secondary
Of, like,
villains in any
cronies.
of these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meta Matcha is the only one that I kind of like, and it's just because he's funny. But like
Yeah.
the fucking orange guy with the wings and the pretty guy with the stretchy arms, like you're not like Salsa, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's just not that good. Yeah, definitely D tier.
It's
Like 100%.
it's not good.
Alright, the Bardock
Full
special?
Super Saiyan is also like
Oh yeah,
nothing.
that's boring. He goes Super Saiyan in this movie, like Super Saiyan in quotes. He like
It's
the
'cause they-
fact
it's
that
'cause
like
they
I
didn't have a
almost moved
design.
on to like the next one without even like bringing it up is like how forgettable it is. He grabs Slug's fist and like throws him through a wall and like that's it.
It's because they didn't know how to design Super Saiyan because it was in like the manga and it wasn't
Yeah, I
covered
know
yet.
why they like
But yeah, I'm just saying like I get it.
it also
I
just
get why
lasts for
it's-
30 seconds and doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
I don't
it's-
even know like what the
It's
point of like
nonsense.
Goku transforming was because like before he transformed it was like hopeless, like something needed to change, and then like he went out of false Super Saiyan and then just like won anyways.
It's like Lord Slug if instead of beating him, or it's like Turles if instead of beating him with a spirit bomb, they beat him with whistling.
Yeah, well didn't they
Which
also
is
spirit
much
bomb him?
better. I don't fucking know. Who cares?
Yeah, true.
Moving on.
Father of
Next one.
Goku I think is pretty damn good.
I love this. This is A at minimum for me because this is like, I think the best parts about Bardock is that it is not like Toriyama's writing style at all. It is not afraid to be like dark and brutal. A lot of like the whimsy and like light humor that can be found throughout pretty much all of Dragon Ball just is not there, and it's
Yeah.
good. It's good in the sense that creates a great contrast between like Bardock and Goku. Bardock is a piece of shit, like through and through. He does not show any remorse for his actions. He doesn't give a shit about his son. He's not
In
like
the sub,
yeah, despite what the dub would have you believe, where he's like this like savior of this doomed savior of his planet. In the sub, he really is just a guy blessed with like the ability to see a little faster than everyone else that he's about to get fucked completely.
yeah,
and it
I really don't know like why people get so hung up on like Bardock being able to see the future. That's like not the dumbest thing that happens in Dragon Ball, and this is not even canon anymore. Probably.
this is not even like I would not say this is the worst version of Bardock by any stretch. Probably the best actually. As much as people I think have come to enjoy the Granola arc.
I don't know
there really
if I
is
would say
nothing
that.
beating- I don't know. It has its fans. Obviously, it has its detractors, but there are a lot of people who do just like that Bardock section, and I get it. But this is Bardock to me.
Yeah.
You need to have this character be as shitty as he is because it makes Goku work so much better.
Yeah,
And it's just-
definitely.
But it's so enjoyable, and I am very sad that Toriyama saw this and he was like, "This is so cool. Let me make my own version."
Yeah, he was like, I think he commented on it. He was like, I would never write this, but it's really cool, so I mean, it's gonna be canon. And like a couple years later, he was thinking about it. He was like, damn, I didn't write that. Wait a second. And then he just dropped like a worse
Yeah.
version of it.
It's excellent though. I think easy A, potential Z for me.
I wouldn't put it Z. I like the characters in this movie. How like especially like Zarbon and Dodoria, when Frieza blows up the planet, they're like kind of like scared. Like they didn't
Yeah,
actually think
it's
he was
not-
gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of like subtle like character moments like that throughout this, and I really like that there isn't a single person in this entire special that is a good person. Kind of adds to the whole vibe.
Even like the Kanasan, like the guy that like hits Bardock on the back of the head. Even he's
yeah,
like,
he does it in like he's like.
and,
"Now you
and
can
I'm pretty
see
sure
my
in the
fate."
dub, he's like, he like
Blessed you with my
portrays him
gift.
in a different way, where it's like maybe now you can see the evil in your actions, but in the sub he's just like, take that bitch, you're gonna see your own planet get destroyed and you have to live
Yeah,
with
in
that.
the sub, it's
he's, like,
it's
laughing
a
at him.
It's a purely spiteful act, and I love it. It's because it's great because it's so dark. Like it is fucked up. I think this is the darkest Dragon Ball anything maybe because the entire premise of the movie is that the world is gonna end. but the characters are all so horrible that you don't feel as bad for them as much as you just feel like, I don't know. It's like I'm more like into the story than I am like emotionally invested in these characters, which I think works to its favor.
Yeah, it's very good. I put it A tier. Higher than Dead Zone, definitely.
Definitely.
All right.
Now-
On the other hand,
We got a treat for you. Episode of Bardock.
we
Often
watched this
confused.
with no subtitles, and I think the fact that like almost nothing about that like made me enjoy it any more or less.
I often confuse this with the other Bardock special. So sometimes I'll be talking about how good I think Episode of Bardock is, and people will be like, "You fucking dumbass! That's the worst thing ever." And they're right, because this is terrible.
This actually is
one
the
of-
worst thing ever.
This is one of the worst things that I think Dragon Ball has ever put out. Every good thing that we just said about Bardock, father of Goku, it's all absent.
None of this. It's none of this is in it. I like the part where Bardock looks at Chill, and he sees Frieza, and it kind of like overlays Frieza to like kind of show you like what Bardock is seeing, and then like
Yeah,
the
Chill's
overlay
fat.
of Frieza like disappears, and it makes Chill looks fat as shit.
The one thing I can say is that this is the only instance in all of Dragon Ball where we see a character flatline.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And
That's how I felt watching the movie.
that's really all you need to know.
Probably D tier.
D, bottom of D, easily.
I'd have more fun watching this than Lord Slug. But I'll
I
put
don't
it bottom
know.
of D tier just because it like confuses Bardock's character so much.
The only like benefit I can give to this is that it's not longer. It's 20 minutes. It's like ripping a band-aid
It's
off.
short.
It's
It's
over.
short and bitter.
It's short and sweet.
It's short and bitter.
Yeah.
Cooler's
It's
Revenge
a rough
surprised me. Cooler's Revenge surprised me.
Yeah.
I feel like
No,
every time I watch this movie, I like it more. Cause I don't know, something in my mind is just like I don't know, it's not that good. And then I watch it again, and it like kind of is that good.
Well, here's the thing you have to kind of realize about these movies is that, in essence, like a lot of the Z ones, they're kind of just other shit happening and then the big fight with the villain. And like a lot of times, the other shit is not that fun to watch. It's why Dr. Wheelo and Lord Slug, I think, fail so hard. But Cooler actually uses the characters like really well. Like
Yeah,
Gohan in
Piccolo
that
was
movie
awesome.
is
Piccolo
really
was awesome in
enjoyable
this
to watch.
movie.
And
He
the part where
actually
Gohan
like
he has to sneak over to Korin's tower to get the sensu beans. Like it's legitimately engaging.
yeah, Piccolo, the part where he just like smokes all the soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there's a part where like one of them like shoots him with like a paralysis beam or something. He's like getting electrocuted, and then like he goes up to Piccolo to like make sure he's dead, and then Piccolo like he's like faking it, but like he doesn't even like hit him back. He just like looks at him or something, then he like dies.
You know, I think he grabs him and he transfers like the paralysis to him, and kills him instead.
Yeah,
Piccolo gets he gets a lot of great moments in that movie, and I mean even Icarus.
it doesn't even
slash
feel
Haya
bad.
Dragon.
What were you saying?
No, it's. I said even like Icarus slash Haya Dragon gets to kind of do stuff because he's like flying Gohan around because Gohan can't fly because he can't
Yeah.
use his ki. I don't know. It's very well put together, like surprisingly so, and that's not even talking about the stuff with Cooler. Cooler is
He's the best part of the movie.
surprisingly. Like I feel like it's a very common criticism to say that Cooler is just a ripoff of Frieza, which like yeah in design, but in personality, I mean, there's some very clear differences that I think make Cooler like very much his own character. That like you're getting your own experience watching this instead of the Namek Saga. Cooler is
He
very
feels like a
no
lot less
nonsense.
like slimy than Frieza.
Yeah, he's very no nonsense. He starts out in his final form, but that should kind of give you an indicator. He's like blasting people with reckless abandon. He does not waste any time, and I think that lends itself to like the pacing of the movie.
Yeah,
And also he's just I don't know, he's just cool.
true.
The one thing though, I did not care for the Super Saiyan transformation in this. I don't.
Was it 'cause of the
I don't
music?
get it. Not the music. It's just like the bird. Like, I don't get it.
That's his pet bird.
They it's Toriyama. The bird is just it feels a little not like Goku. It's fine. It's I mean they had to get Super Saiyan in the movie some way, and it's not like they can like kill a main character. But I think it
Yeah, so
could-
they killed the bird instead.
it's great though. Cooler is super fun to watch. The characters are
I
all
like
used
how
really well.
depending on the way you look at it, there's kind of no winning. I personally I like the dub music, but like if you watch the dub music, you get like Deftones playing, and like if you don't like that and you go to the sub, the music just like makes Goku sound like Jesus Christ himself. So
Yeah, there's no real winning.
I like the Deftones. I think it's cool.
It's fine. It's really down to preference. I don't think it's not like ruining the movie or anything.
A little
It's just-
Goku Jesus never hurt anyone.
I love Jesus. And I love
Easy
Goku.
A tier, top of A tier.
Top of A tier.
History of Trunks, I think, is kind of the opposite of Cooler. We're like as we're like every time I
And-
watch Cooler, I like it more and more. But every time I watch History of Trunks, I like kind of feel like it feels like
Yeah,
a little
I
bit
think-
more boring every time I watch it. Future Gohan is cool. I definitely like Future Gohan. But
I think History of Trunks is kind of impeded by the fact that like whereas Bardock Father of Goku got to tell its own completely original story, like History of Trunks is going off the manga at least somewhat.
yeah,
It's,
it takes
falling
like
within those
half
parameters.
the manga because in the
Yeah.
manga it's like Future Gohan's story is told like from the point where he knocks out Trunks onward.
Mhm.
And like all that happens is like he gets off screened by the androids, and then Trunks finds him. And like in the manga, Trunks doesn't even go Super Saiyan there. I think it's implied that he's already Super Saiyan. I don't know, but the anime
Yeah,
definitely improves it. Even
He
if
gets Super Saiyan.
even if the anime
he
is
gets
like a
Super
little
Saiyan
bit
when he's-
boring sometimes.
He gets Super Saiyan when he's training with Gohan. Like they show him already transformed training with him. It's it's obviously just an objectively good change, but I don't know. A lot of this movie kind of feels like it's dragging its feet a little bit. I feel like it kind of moves a little slowly for my taste. I think the androids are really good. They're really threatening, and it's great. It's obviously like
Yeah,
if you're a Dragon Ball fan-
the dub of this that's available is not good.
If you're a Dragon Ball fan, though, like you definitely, this is like a must-watch. It gives too much context to Trunks as a character. Like it's actually just required viewing
Yeah,
material, but the dub could have been better.
the dub of this is not good. There's like a part specifically I remember where like Trunks goes to fight the androids one last time before he goes to the future because like I don't need the time machine, I can beat him. And then he's getting his ass kicked and the android's like, "We're in the cemetery. We're in the cemetery." Shut up. Oh my god. I guarantee you
favorite
in the
line in
sub
any
it's
of
just
these-
silence. It's just silence in the sub, I promise you.
Dude, my favorite line in any of these is when Future Gohan is like looking for the sensu beans to heal himself in Trunks, and he's like, "Just like my arm, only one left."
That's a good one. Because like
Why
if
are you
you're
making jokes, bro?
no, because like if you're blind, you kind of really don't know what's going on there. But like he like clues you in that his arm is gone. So maybe it's just
I don't-
inclusive.
You're dying, bro. Why are you making?
Well, he lived, so
Yeah, a little while longer.
no sense of being required. I would still probably put it A
It's
tier.
good. I don't know. I put it A tier. I'd probably put it like.
The Bardock one is definitely better.
below- The Bardock is better, yeah.
I'll put it
It
there.
just it's more interesting. Return of Cooler.
Mm,
One's tricky.
it's okay.
Definitely not as good as the original.
Yeah, definitely not. It's kind of boring.
It is. It doesn't really use the characters as effectively. Gohan, Piccolo, and Krillin are all kind of just like staggered in this one area where they're like fighting robots for 20 minutes, and then they get kidnapped and brought into the Big Getty Star, and nothing really happens in there.
Well, the Piccolo
Except
doesn't get
Yajirobe's
kidnapped.
About to get disemboweled.
Oh yeah.
Piccolo doesn't get kidnapped. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. They don't. It's
Kinda
one
picking
of the
on
things that I
Yajirobe.
praised. One of the things that I praised Cooler for so much is like how they use the side characters, and Metal Cooler has like no semblance of that. There's no attempt to like do anything with anyone besides Goku and Vegeta.
I feel like no character in this movie like really is like special. Like I feel like everything before this, like there's it's like the villain has like their moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like not even like
Also-
Cooler in this movie feels like super special. I guess
Yeah,
the
they
part
kinda
the
took that
shot where
element
like
from-
where it like zooms out with all like the coolers running up on them, that's always cool. Everyone likes that.
Of course. But I think one of the strongest aspects of Cooler as a character was like his very no nonsense attitude in his first movie, and that's not really in this one because Cooler just kind of fucks around with Goku and Vegeta with like one clone when he could have easily just sent all of them and killed them both instantly. It feels very like, I don't know, like he's like playing with his food, which is not a very Cooler.
Oh,
thing
we
to
forgot
do,
to
I
talk
would
about
say.
it. The part in the first Cooler movie where Goku shows up and then Gohan's like, no, is it Goku tells Gohan, he's like, get out of here, Gohan, this isn't a safe place for you right now. And then Cooler's like, this isn't a safe place for anyone right now. And he shoots him. He says it exactly like that, too.
That's one of the better dub lines, I would say. Metal Cooler in this one
Yeah, he wouldn't do
doesn't
that.
really have
Metal
any
Cooler
dub
wouldn't
lines.
do that.
He doesn't have any good. He doesn't have any good dub lines.
I guess like the AI like rotted his brain or something.
And my biggest issue with this, honestly, is that Cooler doesn't really. I don't know. He doesn't really feel like he works in this movie. It's like the essence of Cooler in the other one was that like he was coming to take revenge for Frieza. In this, he's like getting revenge for getting killed. I guess this is like the only, besides Broly, which is, I mean, that's its own story. This is the only instance where like a Dragon Ball movie villain reappears, and the premise of it is that there was a supercomputer on like an abandoned, destroyed ship somewhere that like gained sentience and started like absorbing technology around it, and that's like a cool premise for a villain. But then they just slap Cooler on it, and it's
Yeah,
like,
that's a really cool idea.
why are you?
I feel like
Why are?
they should have done it with Wheelo, because he launches
that would
Wheelo
be
into
great.
space too, right? And Wheelo I kind of feel like
Yeah.
is more in line with that. So maybe they should have given Wheelo another chance to not be in the top 3 most boring things I've ever watched in my life.
It just feels like they're mashing these two concepts together that don't really have anything to do with each other, and it makes Metal Cooler kind of feel like a nothing character. The ending is good though. I like the final confrontation between Goku, Vegeta, and Cooler's giant wire body.
I like the part where Piccolo's like running through like the big Getty Star trying to look for everyone, and like Metal Cooler is in there, but like you don't know there's a bunch of them yet. So
Yeah,
Piccolo's
that's
like,
okay.
"How are you here?" And they, like you kind of get like a little hint that like there might be more than one.
That's probably my favorite part of the entire movie. That's like the only part where
There's,
it
like, a little
felt like there was
mystery.
like a writer. I felt like there was like a writer who like wrote that, as opposed to just like people drawing fights like that. That was like, that's foreshadowing. That's storytelling. And nothing else in this movie is really like that.
Man, that's the best part of the movie. Piccolo getting shit on by a Metal Cooler in like a 7-second scene.
Exactly.
I'd say C
Uh,
tier, honestly.
See, I like Mystical Adventure more. I don't like it. I don't like it less than Blood Rubies. Let's be clear.
Android 13, unfortunately, is probably just as boring as Return of Cooler. It's like Return of Cooler if Cooler wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like-
I don't know.
If you don't
I don't
remember what happens in this movie, like just think about it in your head what you remember happening. That's pretty much all that happens in this movie.
I don't like the character designs very much. It's weird that they're all like stereotypes. I don't know what they were doing there with that, but they should not do that again. Also, like, I don't know.
One thing I
like
will
the
say,
environment.
the dub for this movie, they knew what they were doing. Because they
Yes.
watched the sub and they were like, God damn, this is boring. And they just made it like a abridged version. People still think that
Like-
like the lines from this movie were like from the abridged version of it.
Yeah, it's very, very funny in the dub. If you ever end up watching this, it's like that's the way to go. Just
Yeah,
'cause
do not watch the sub of this movie. You will fall
without it,
asleep and never wake up. It's like a
it's
curse.
nothing entertaining.
I like
Also,
the
Super Android 13 is not a very good design. Why does he have Vegeta hair? Why is he blue? I don't know. Weird.
I like the part at the end of the movie where wait, no, hold on. Is it over?
What?
Never mind. The part at the end where he's like,
Yeah.
it's over when the
okay,
fish
I got
jumps.
you.
Whatever.
That's classic.
This is also like a probably bottom of C.
It's kind of like Proto Broly, really. Like, I feel like a lot of the best elements of Broly, like, are just better executed versions of this. You got, like, the Super Saiyans all fighting together. Like, kind of it, actually. Never mind.
Yeah, bottom of C.
Big buff idiot villain.
More entertaining than World's Strongest, not funnier than Curse of the Blood Rubies.
Movie wasn't even really funny.
God, Android 13 to plan to eradicate the Super Saiyans is a 1-2 punch. And trust me, it's gonna knock you out. You're gonna be out for a while.
So this was a bonus feature on the game Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2, but it is also a reanimated version of one of the routes of the Choose Your Own Adventure game Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans, which was a game for some
for
Sega
who knows
console.
what, dude.
Who cares? It's not important, but the point is this is
The most boring
this was
movie
a
ever. That's the point.
yeah. The
This
best thing I
movie
can say
is
about
like-
this.
I don't even know, because like the animation is a little bit ugly. The story sucks. I guess like Hachiak looks cool.
Actually,
That's
it's a cool
definitely
design,
true.
and I appreciate the effort to incorporate the tuffles. The tuffles. They're I think this was pre-Baby. I think Hachiak predated Baby, but I could be wrong in that. But
I
there
think
was,
like the guy who made Baby watched this and he was like, damn, they almost had something there. And then he did a little bit of work on it.
the best thing I can say about Plan to Eradicate the Super Saiyans is that if you watch all of it, you get to unlock Hachiak early in Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2.
That's probably not that fun to play as, but it's cool to look at him on the character select screen.
Yeah, it's cool to have the character select screen filled.
This is definitely a D tier. Probably worse. This might be the lowest thing on the list, actually.
Yeah. It's like watching action figures smack together. It's just like, here's a bunch of movie villains plus Frieza. And watch them fight Goku. And Trunks, even.
Yeah, Broly surprised me. It really did.
Broly?
The way people talk about this
Broly.
movie will have you believe that it sucks and that like Broly is like a shit character. But like he's like a menace, dude.
Yeah. Broly is, I think, the most surprised that I was watching these because, like, you're under the impression because okay, Broly Second Coming and Bio Broly, which we'll get into those soon enough, but Broly Second Coming and Bio Broly both take this character and dumb him down significantly for seemingly no reason. I do not know what the mentality was for that.
we can get more into that later. Let's just talk about what Broly
Yeah.
is in this movie. Broly in this movie is like, I don't even like know what word I would use to describe him.
He's a demon. He's a true freak.
He's a true freak. That's
Yes,
very true.
He
There
is
are
sadistic.
some parts of this
He is-
movie I don't even like remember being in the movie. Like the part where Broly wakes up Goku in the middle of the night and fights him. That's like that's a good fight. I didn't remember that being in the movie.
Broly is a sadistic psychopath, which, as odd as it sounds, is kind of like a rarity for Dragon Ball. Like that's not.
You
that's not
kind
a
of get that
common
with
thing.
Frieza, but Frieza wants something. Broly
Frieza's
is
not
just like
insane.
he's just doing it for the love of the game. He just likes hurting people. There's a
Broly
part.
has like no.
There's a part where like they got like the little like slave guys on the planet, and then Broly like he's about to kill them all. He charges up like a giant ki blast and he throws it at them like a bowling ball, and then last second he angles it back up right at their planet, which they can see. It like blows up in front of them.
And he fucking laughs his ass off.
It's like,
Like,
it was
I
it was
don't
funny
know.
too. I was laughing with them.
I laughed. I laughed.
That was a good one, Broly.
And I will say this. I've said this to you before, Damien. I do not think there is even a character really in Dragon Ball that has felt like more invincible than Broly in this movie does. There is no point until the 11th hour, the very end of the movie, there's not a single moment where Broly is damaged, where he is slowed down, where he's even like inconvenienced. He's got a fucking smile on his face the entire movie.
He's
having
having a blast.
Yeah. They're like Vegeta gets his own little character arc in this where he's like a pussy, I guess, because Broly's stronger than him. It's kind of stupid in hindsight, but he gets this moment where he's like, I am the prince. I'm not gonna be outshined by these lower class warriors. And then he goes and he fucking shoots a giant ki blast at Broly and it does nothing.
And then Broly
Doesn't do a
clotheslines him into
goddamn
the
thing.
side of a building.
It's truly like it's something you have to watch to like understand.
You know,
Broly,
more people need to rewatch this movie to like really understand what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I feel like a lot of people have like a very strange understanding of this character. Like even in Sparking Zero, I remember they posted like after Z Broly was revealed. I think it was Rhyme Style uploaded a video where he had a fight between Z Broly and Super Broly fighting. And Super Broly just like screams at him, and then Z Broly like says some like Z Broly shit, and then people on Twitter were like, "Why does Z Broly sound like the legendary super philosopher? Like he talks."
No, that's an accurate representation, I would say. My one gripe with this movie, and it's kind of like a somewhat big one. I don't care for the ending. I don't care for how they defeat Broly.
Yeah, I don't know
Because
like
it's
how
not, like,
much
cool.
power they must have had in them. I guess they just weren't
Yeah, they did
trying
the
the whole
fucking
movie,
vibe.
but they actually just like I don't know how strong Goku was there.
I don't know.
They
what,
were just like holding
happened
out.
there.
They were just pretending to lose to
Everyone-
Broly to like make him happy. I guess I don't know.
And it's not even just that. It's like everyone's giving their energy to Goku. He still can't do anything to Broly. He's taken all these hits. The second Vegeta raises his hand, Goku just blasts him in the stomach and makes him he
one-shots him.
explodes.
He one-shots him.
You can see like blood pouring out of like every like orifice. He fucking just detonates like a bomb. I don't know what happened, but it's kind of like at the same time I don't know how they would have beat him. I don't know like what they could have done to actually beat him. So really it's like a flaw with just how the character was written. But like it kind of
made him
takes me
too
out a little bit
strong.
every time I watch it. It just takes me out every time I watch it. I actually showed this movie to one of my roommates who doesn't know anything about Dragon Ball, and he like saw like the part where Goku punches Broly. He's like, "What the fuck?" They were like,
They were getting
they couldn't
bitched
get
the
like a
whole movie.
licking on him. Yeah, but it's great. I think.
Another
in-
thing
in
about this
terms of
movie
these
that
movies-
people hold on. Another thing about this movie that
Yep.
people like really get wrong, where they think like Broly's whole motivation is that like he like hates Goku for crying next to him. That
Yeah, that's not even.
it's not important like ever. He first of all
It's
he
not
wants to
even
kill
dwelled
everyone.
upon.
He wants to kill everyone. He does not have like any like I
He doesn't
think
have
he okay.
preferences.
Well, hold on. He just wants everyone dead.
Yeah,
He kills his own dad. He kills other people too, probably. He kills his dad though. That was cool.
that was a good moment.
But like,
It
they use it more as like a reason for him being like psychologically damaged or something, and like that's why he's a violent psychopath. I don't know, but like it's really not
It's-
that important.
I think the idea is it's less of like he hates Goku because he cried, and more like he hates Goku because he reminds him of when he fucking got stabbed and the planet blew up.
That's a good headcanon. That makes sense. I think it is
It's not
stupid
even, I don't even know
that
if it's
he.
like a headcanon.
It is stupid that
They
he
don't
remembers his
tell
name.
you otherwise.
It is stupid that he remembers his name.
Sure. I mean, I would imagine Paragus probably would have told him it at some point. But yeah, I mean,
He did
people
tell him.
think that-
He did tell him the name, and then he blew up the Salad Galaxy.
True. People think like Broly and Goku have like this like generational beef, and I feel like it's more just like Goku is a trigger for Broly more than anything. And I feel like it reads that way in the movie too. It's never presented in a way that Broly hates Goku specifically. Let's get something clear. Broly does not hate anyone in particular. He hates everyone.
Yeah, it's just like nothing.
There's-
The only thing he loves is hurting people.
Truly, like calling him the devil, I think is an apt description in this movie because he acts like a devil, and it's very, very fun to watch.
He's a
My
true
one,
freak.
I guess, I think Cooler is probably a more well put together movie just because of how it uses its characters. But Broly is
I liked Broly more.
so he's so unbelievably entertaining. It's kind of
He's kind of
I was
funny.
astonished.
He's kind of funny.
He is funny. It was very shocking watching this. Like again,
Is this
yeah.
Z tier?
I don't know.
I put it up like highest in A tier.
I think that's fair.
BoJack Unbound. I think people like this movie, but it's okay.
It has some
people,
things going for it.
People can be wrong sometimes. This
Okay,
movie is
fair enough.
boring as shit. I don't like for half of this movie. It's like Krillin is the main character, and like he's not even doing anything. He's just like getting
Yeah.
like pushed around like a Looney Tunes like bit. It's the
There are
best,
things to like.
the funniest part of this, the most entertaining part of this movie is when Vegeta turns off the TV. Just like a funny
there-
visual.
I think you are. There are things to like in this. I will say. I think saying BoJack is like a complete flop is not. I don't think it's. I think it's disingenuous because BoJack has some things going for it. BoJack is not one of those things. BoJack is a terrible villain.
Dude,
He's
yeah,
very
that's true.
uninteresting.
BoJack, like, he literally, I don't know, like, what time in the movie he shows up, but I'm pretty sure it's, like, the last third of the movie, and this movie is 40 minutes long, so he gets, like, 15 minutes to do anything.
He's the most cookie cutter, like space invader, conqueror, no personality, like everything you come to expect from these Z villains. He is like the personification of that. He is everything wrong with I think a lot of these movie villains, but I think there's some stuff to like. I think the Trunks Tien fight is pretty entertaining personally. The Krillin stuff I didn't care for. I don't know why they set up like a light romance with like a non-canon character. She's not real. Like she doesn't exist.
Also, Krillin is married.
Not by that point, but
Okay, well,
maybe
his
by that point.
girlfriend.
Actually, I think the lack of Goku is a strength and a weakness. Because on one hand, it's creative. I mean, Goku's been in every one of these. He's been the center stage. So allowing these other characters to get more of like a spotlight is definitely something to be commended. Like they tried, but man, it really kind of shows how boring these movies can be without like a main guy.
I
to root
don't
for.
even think it's Goku's fault. I think they just, like, did not use Gohan enough.
No, they did not use Gohan very well. I think when he does show up and start transforming and beating the shit out of all these minions, it's great. Like it's great stuff. BoJack punching a hole through, Gohan punching a hole through BoJack that's iconic. Like that's a fucking great moment. But it's just muddled with all this boring padding and like a setting that doesn't even really make sense. I don't get what they're in like a tournament for like aliens.
That's a cool idea.
What?
It's a cool idea.
But
That's
it
probably the
doesn't
best part of the
really-
movie, the setting.
but
It's
it doesn't
weird.
go anywhere.
It's
They don't do anything
weird,
with it.
But that is probably the best part of the movie.
I don't know. It's like a concept.
Oh, wait, you know what else people really like about this movie?
What? Gohan's iconic
Gohan's
line.
big moment.
Yeah. For those unaware, there's a part in the dub where Gohan, after being beaten down by BoJack, he's at his lowest. He gets back up and he turns to BoJack and he stands defiant and he says his very iconic line, "I'm my father's son."
Cornball.
It's
L.
it's corny. It's really corny.
I don't know what.
I don't even
why
really get-
people like that. It sounds so
Yeah,
stupid.
I don't really get what it. I don't get what it means even. BoJack doesn't know who Goku is. He doesn't give a shit. Like that would make. I mean, if it was like cooler or something, maybe.
Put
Because
the
then
fries in
you
the bag,
would know
bro.
who Goku was.
Just finish it.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
The
not
part
good.
where Goku comes down and punches BoJack is cool. I don't know why people think that's like a crazy ass pull. Goku's like, he like defies the laws of heaven to like instant transmission and like punch BoJack in the face. That's
Yeah, if
cool.
anything, it's a good character moment.
I like that. I like
I
that.
don't know.
That is kind of
It's-
like what inspires Gohan to go all out.
I would say it's a touch above Lord Slug.
It's not D
Just
tier.
because-
It is not D tier. It's boring, but it's not
You don't
D
think
tier.
so?
It definitely better than Android 13. Probably worse than Cooler. Like Return of Cooler. I put it there. C tier movie.
That's fair.
It's okay.
Oh, we got a big one coming. This
Second
one,
coming.
this is the big one.
Broly in this movie is like what people think Z Broly is.
This
Like when
movie does
people
to
portray
Broly.
Broly as like a not a live act. You finish your thought. I'll edit that out. It's stupid.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. This movie does to Broly what episode of Bardock does to Bardock. Every interesting trait that you can associate with that character is gone. It's erased completely for like something else. This is like a new guy. This is not Broly. This is not Bardock. This is like
It's not like
new guy.
it's not even fun to watch him fight because he's fighting Videl, Goten, and Trunks, and they're like weaving him like he's a Scooby-Doo villain. They're like running through all the doors, like pissing on his head. This is Broly, dude. This is the goddamn devil, not like Frankenstein. I don't know like
Broly
why
has
they
no
chose
personality.
Broly to like bring back for this role, but like there might have been no character like worse to like choose
I
to do
think
this with.
A good way of looking at this is that if you subbed out Broly for like any other guy and then kept this movie exactly the same, it would still be the worst, the worst one. Broly being in this does it no favors. If anything, it hurts it because Broly, he has no personality. He has been reduced to saying a single word. He doesn't even have a full line.
No, that's not true. He says one thing at like the end of the
okay.
movie.
That's true.
I don't remember what he says, but he has a line. He has a line at the end of the movie.
It wasn't.
Which I guess kind of implies that he.
It wasn't.
I don't know, because the whole movie is kind of like he's like not really all there because he's been like. They like punched a hole through him and then he was frozen on Earth.
That's borderline a headcanon.
For,
They
like,
never
2
even say
years.
that. It's just like a headcanon.
So like he's kind of like brain dead for the start of the movie. He's not really saying anything. He's like grunting and just yelling Kakarot. Can't even beat Goten and Trunks. He's weak as shit. But then at like the end of the movie, he has a line. So like, is he faking it or like did he like come to?
He has a line. It's not like an iconic Broly zinger, but it's.
I don't
definitely,
remember
he
what
says
he
something.
says.
He says something, and then he has this iconic beam struggle with Gohan, Goten, and Goku, which I feel like that's the moment that people remember this movie for.
Yeah.
And it's cool. Like, I won't deny that it's cool, but I mean, it's kind of just flashing lights. Like, there's no character work being done here. There's no like personal conflict between Gohan and Broly, because A, Broly can't fucking think. He doesn't have a brain in this movie, and B, like what. I don't like. There's no emotional ending to this. There's no like climax. It's just they fight him and then they win. Like I feel like at least with the other Broly, like he's been beating these fuckers down for so long, and then Goku gets like that one last push and he punches him, and it's an incredible like satisfying moment. Broly just kind of like fights. In this movie, he fights Gohan, he fights Goten and Trunks. There's no like personality happening. He's not like a sadist. He's just kind of beating him up, and then what they like, I don't know. They shoot a Kamehameha at him, and Goku's there for some reason.
Because they wish
He's
that
there
was
because
cool.
it's like a cool moment. That was cool, but like, why is he there? Does he need to be
They
there?
wished him.
Does he add anything? What I'm saying is like from a story perspective, does he need to be there? Does he like add anything to what's going on here?
Maybe.
It's just I don't know.
It. That's the only good part of the movie. Let's not
It's the only good part of the
ruin the
movie,
only good
but-
part of the movie. It's like at that point, just let it be, man.
It's a good part. I just don't. It's attached to so much bad shit that I can't disconnect it from that. You know.
You know what I
This
think
is not like-
very surprising?
Hmm.
None of the games ever. Hold on. None of the games ever portray Broly the way he's portrayed in this movie. Every Dragon Ball Z game has Broly talking like a menace, like in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason,
But they-
everyone is like so
They don't-
shocked when Broly is like that. That's Broly. I don't get it.
because they just default to making him. He just says Kakarot in all the games. Also,
No,
I'm
he
not
doesn't.
articulating
That's
this
not
properly,
true.
but
Like
in
in
the
Fighters,
games, yeah, he only says Kakarot. Really, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, no,
no,
in
no,
Sparking
no, you're right.
Zero, he
Fighters, he
talks
does say
like
some
Z
stuff.
Broly. In Fighters, he has the lines. Maybe like in Xenoverse, but like who the hell talks in Xenoverse?
I'm not articulating this properly, but to get back to, I just want to like mention this, like, I want to compare the family Kamehameha thing to like Gohan versus Cell. Like Gohan versus Cell, that's like a very personal conflict going on, but like, I don't know, Gohan and Broly don't really have any kind of dynamic in that sense, and it's just kind of, it's cool, like it's just cool, but it's just not like, it's not anything that I particularly care about. I feel like when I see it represented in games, I don't even feel strongly about like seeing it because it's just kind of whatever. It's the highlight of the movie, and I think it's like a 7 out of 10 moment.
Yeah, this movie's not very good.
Yeah, but Broly.
It's also, I don't know if I said this yet. This
Broly's
movie
not.
is also very boring. Okay.
Yeah, because I mean,
I think being boring is like one of the worst things that can happen to a movie, and the fact that that's like one of the last thoughts we had about what sucks about this movie is just like evidence of it being hot ass.
it butchers Broly, who is like probably my favorite movie villain, maybe next to Beerus. I don't know, but it butchers him, and it doesn't even really give Gohan like I feel like that's what people would like say is like a positive for this movie. Like, yeah, Gohan gets to shine, he gets to fight Broly, but like he gets bitched just like he does.
Yeah,
in the
he's
other
like
movie. He
not
doesn't
even
really get any
like
moments to
fighting. It's just
shine.
like Gohan getting beat up. Broly in this movie is like the punching machine, almost. Like the role he plays.
Mhm.
He doesn't talk. He's just there to like. He's like the punching machine. The punching machine fought back. So Broly is in this movie. He's like an object.
This one was the
D-tier.
one I was most disappointed.
D tier easily.
D tier.
Probably not as bad as Lord. This is worse than Lord Slug. I changed my mind.
I like it less than Lord Slug easily.
Bio Broly is actually not the worst movie ever made by anyone.
No, I
Which
think
is something
it's
I
severely
think
over.
many a Dragon Ball fan will be shocked to hear. But this movie is like
Because people point to this.
this movie is like okay. Second Coming almost feels like it's like ashamed to be what it is. This movie is like proud to be what it is. The way it like plays into it.
Yeah, it's
It's
fun.
unapologetically a Goten and Trunks movie. The other one's like insecure
Yeah, I think
about it,
Goten
where it
and
kind of
Trunks
has
get a
like
lot of-
Gohan replace him, and it is like low key less interesting. But this movie is like, obviously it's not like that good. Bio Broly is one of the worst movie villains. He's stupid. It's dumb that they made Broly that stupid ass goo monster. But like, Android 18 is a main character. That's interesting. Hercule is really funny in this movie. They gave Krillin a little chance to shine. The animation is pretty good. Probably nothing special. I don't know why I brought that
Yeah.
up specifically, but I don't know. It's not that good. It's not that bad. It's mid.
No, and here's the thing: I'm less offended by this butchering Broly's character than the other one because this isn't the same Broly. This is not like our Broly, you know. It's like a new guy,
Yeah.
and as much as it kind of sucks, I think the only reason Broly was even in this movie is because I don't think a Goten and Trunks movie would have done well at all, and I think they kind of knew that. But this movie's not afraid to like have fun with its characters. It lets Goten, Trunks, 18, and Krillin all actually have center stage, which I would say has never happened in a movie. Like Krillin's been in a lot of these, he's never done anything in any of them. But this, I mean, he gets to be present, you know, gets to be part of the final conflict. It's enjoyable. It's middle of the road.
You know what I think
I
is
will
kind
say
of
the
strange?
weakest part is the ending. Yeah.
I think it's kind of strange that like some of the earlier Dragon Ball Z movies, like how I said they kind of like try to appeal to like little ass kids with like the Gohan stuff. I feel like this movie
Yeah.
would try that, but it really doesn't. It's kind of
I
fun
don't know.
if
It's
anything.
very.
It does like the joke
It's
where
an
like
anomaly because I don't really know
Trunks-
why they made it.
It tries to do that one joke where like Trunks like pretends to be smart, but like he doesn't actually know what he's talking about. But like in the way that I guess he didn't understand the joke, because like he's just like actually explaining to Goten what bioengineering
Genetic
is.
research is.
Yeah, like he actually
Yeah.
knows. So it more comes off as like Trunks just like being smarter than Goten, which is like I guess it's still funny, I guess, but it's not the joke.
The weakest part of this movie by far to me is definitely its ending. Like, this is the only one of these without any kind of like major final clash or like attack, you know. Like the villain by the end isn't even Broly anymore. It's just this random goo
It's like
that seems to
Broly's,
just
like,
be
excrement.
devouring everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which honestly is a good way to describe Second Coming. But we don't need to get into that. But yeah, but it's very kind of anticlimactic, and I think if it maybe had like a more complete finale, I'd probably like it more, but as it is, it's just kind of middle of the road.
It kind of looks like a thing at the end where like Broly comes back for a second.
It's like a fake out.
Yeah, it's like a fake out where he almost like gets like a last hit in, but like he just freezes up from because he's in the ocean and water is his weakness. Turns him into stone.
Yeah.
A lot of people
I don't
die
know,
in this movie too. Like a lot of innocent people die.
Yes.
There's
Quite
like a bunch of like
melt.
researchers in the lab. A few of them actually
Yeah.
get like a little bit of time to like get like a personality. Like there's one lady who's like kind of nice, a researcher, and I'm pretty sure she gets like suffocated by the Broly goo in a broken elevator. That was fun to watch.
That was really fun to watch. Yeah.
Good old wholesome
I-
Goten and Trunks adventure.
I didn't hate it, which I was thoroughly surprised by, but it really is nothing special.
Yeah, easy mid.
Definitely a far cry from the better of the Broly movies. That's for sure.
Fusion Reborn is heat.
Oh, we got a special one coming up here.
This movie, it kind of does like a cooler thing where like, I every time I watch it, I feel like it's okay. But like then I watch it and it's like, it's just like it's so good. It does everything perfectly. There are like no mistakes in this movie.
Yeah, I don't
It's-
even really
this-
know
this
what you can
movie
like say about
is,
Fusion
like-
Reborn.
It's like a Picasso painting, almost, like visually.
Mhm.
It's crazy. Like there's one shot where like, I feel like the animators just put it in just to like, prove that they could. Like there's a shot where Goku gets like trapped in one of the jelly
But-
beans, and then Janemba uses the sword and starts cutting it up into like a complex shape that like looks really hard to draw. And I feel like they really just added it because they could. And they're good at drawing.
Yeah, there really isn't much that you can say about this movie that hasn't been said like on repeat, but it really does live up to all of the praise it gets. It's so
It's so
thoroughly
much
entertaining
fun.
from start to finish. It uses the characters so great. Vegeta is so good in that movie. It's lovely. Really, it's lovely.
It's like
Janemba,
it's like
I
a
think, is
complete
honestly the
it's a
weakest
complete
part.
story. It has everything.
Yeah. The only thing is, I understand, like there's a criticism that Janemba is very much like Majin Buu, like he's a fat, dumb, goofy character who turns into a more serious, slimmed down version. But like, I mean, that's kind of where the similarities end. I feel like
doesn't even
Janemba is
really
a lot
matter.
more baby-like.
You could bash
Yeah.
Janemba as much as you want. This is probably the most entertaining villain to watch in all of Dragon Ball. He actually just does anything he wants to. Like the I feel like the animators just
Yeah.
like they think of like 15 ideas and like the 15th thing they think of is like the thing they put in the movie. There's a part where
They
like
made a villain
where,
whose ability is just that he can actually do anything.
there's a part where like Goku shoots a Kamehameha at him and he like brings his hand up and spawns like a little Goku to shoot him back.
I completely forgot about the part where he just makes a bunch of little Janembas and they just like stampede Goku. Like he just does anything. It's so
He just does shit
entertaining
that
because you
looks
don't
cool.
know what he's gonna do next.
Oh, there's like a part
You don't
too-
even know what he's gonna do next.
Hold on. The Veku section is like it's perfectly timed. Because, like, by the time it stops being funny, it just ends. You could show the movie, like, 100 people and, like, give them a button to press when, like, that section needs to end, and it will end there. And there's a part in it where, like, Janemba does, like, a 007 reference with, like, a rock.
He fucking shoots the thing at the camera. It's so, I don't know, it's very, very surreal.
It's kind of like a modern One Piece episode, almost.
Mm-hmm.
Things that the
We
animators are
didn't
thinking
even
of.
talk about Gogeta.
Let's
We didn't even talk
Gogeta.
about Gogeta.
Let's Gogeta.
Gogeta is maybe the coolest thing
He's
ever?
so cool.
I don't know. In this movie, Gogeta actually kind of feels like a god, like some like creature of legend.
Yeah,
And it's
in the
so-
dub, they play like that one track that like makes him sound kind of evil, but like in the sub, they play a track that just like actually makes him evil. I thought it was gonna be like different because we watched the sub of the movie for this time because everyone's seen the dub before.
Yeah.
And I was scared watching that. I thought he was gonna come through the screen and start killing me. Had
Mhm.
nightmares about that.
Gogeta feels so like powerful and otherworldly, and I feel like it's a feel that no other like fusion character in the series has ever really had.
Would you say that he's
It's
the angel
he's
born in
just
hell?
so
Would you say he's the angel born in hell?
shut the fuck up. Yes, he's the angel born in hell. Such a cool title. So cool. But yeah, Gogeta's amazing. Janemba's amazing. This movie is amazing.
Oh yeah, and Hitler's in it.
I
too.
might even say it's like, yeah, Hitler's in it. That was a classic moment. I was so sad because I was so used to the dub where Goten and Trunks turned Super Saiyan and Hitler's like blonde hair and blue eyes, and I was like, I thought that was a really clever joke, and then I found out it was dub original when we watched the sub, and it broke something in me.
Yeah, in the sub he just says some like they're
Because they're
delinquents. Like, okay,
Yeah. Okay, Chi-Chi.
true. Is Chi-Chi Hitler?
Yeah, it's maybe. Yeah, this is a potential Z tier on our hands.
Yeah, I agree.
I think. Yeah, just D tier. Let it go Z tier.
I'm
Wrath
a
of the Dragon.
infamous Wrath of the Dragon hater. I've never been a fan of this movie,
Mm-hmm.
but the last time I watched it, something changed. This movie, it's
Something
like
changed.
it could have been better than Fusion Reborn. It sets up the same kind of like emotional payoff they had at the end with Vegeta, but like way earlier and like way more powerful potentially. But I don't think they really knew what they had on their hands, because the way it ends just throws all of it away to let Goku do something cool.
Mm-hmm. Papillon is probably the coolest movie character they ever made. I think he has the most like interesting shit about him. He's like so cool looking. I love his like Chrono Trigger inspired design, and his story is legitimately kind of like it hits you a little bit. This is a guy who like lost his planet and his brother, and he's trying to like fill that void with Trunks. And then the moment where he has to like beg him to kill him, it's kind of, I don't know, it's moving.
I had a
But it's-
alternate
it's
proposed ending for this
unfortunately-
movie, where Tapion asked Trunks to stab him through the heart, and then Goku is like, in this version he's like awake during that part, because in the normal one he's unconscious, and he sees an early opportunity to steal the glory, and he just Dragon Fist Tapion straight through the chest and ends it.
The Dragon Fist it's iconic, it's awesome looking, and it's my least favorite part about this movie. It completely like stops the emotional tension like dead in its tracks, so that Goku can get this final win, and it just really feels cheap.
And it's really just like made
I don't
better
know.
by like the awesome ass post he does at the end, like, yeah, all me. Alright, bro. And then Tapion,
Yeah,
like,
it's
that,
like
that
the
movie,
movie-
it's so good, but then, like, it's like they realized that they were, like, 50 minutes into the movie, they're like, oh my god, we have 4 minutes left. and then Goku just like kills him, and then Tapion leaves in a time machine to like who knows where. I guess his home
And
planet.
gives Trunks his sword, which is
Yeah.
for some reason the same sword that Future Trunks has, which I'm not even like I don't even know how to explain that. That's
Maybe
something else entirely,
maybe in the
but-
future timeline, Trunks is a little more grown up when Tapion visited. So like when it came time to just like stab him through the chest and get it over with, he just did it. Who knows?
He just took his sword,
Yeah,
just robbed him.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would put it Z tier just because that last 10% really does hold it back, but it is still a very solid movie.
I'd probably put it in between Broly and Cooler.
That's
tier.
fair.
Alright, here's where we get to the
What is it? Is that the
Good
One Piece
stuff.
one?
yeah.
Oh man.
So this is a
So we finished all the Z movies.
yeah, we did. No, we didn't technically.
Yeah. No, we didn't. Sorry.
But this is a this
We're taking
next
a
one. This is
interlude.
a crossover between One Piece, Dragon Ball, and that other show. It's
You know
it's
the name.
fun.
I know you know the name.
It's fun. It's kind of like
It's
I think that this was like this feels like Toriko's ratings were going down, and they had like one last chance to like get it back in the game, and they were like, okay, we gotta do something, man. Toriko's dying. Get Luffy, get Goku, put him in there. And then it just didn't work. They missed.
yeah, there's some fun character interactions. Like,
yeah, between Goku and Luffy.
Vegeta fighting Zoro and Toriko guy is kind of fun. Like Trunks and Goten eating cotton candy with Chopper is enjoyable. But it's just it's not anything special really.
There
It's
is
pretty
a
long.
part at the
It's
end
kind of like
where
it feels like
Goku-
2 movies.
It's way too long. There's a part at the end where Goku goes Super Saiyan 3 and he has no shirt. That's like I think the only time he's ever looked like that.
It's great. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it does look really good.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know how you.
It's
even rank
funny
this,
and
'cause
it's fun. It's okay. I don't really know how to rank it. To be completely honest with you.
It's a third of a Dragon Ball movie. This is a Sleeping Princess ass tier movie.
Yeah, probably. Is it better than BoJack?
I'd probably watch BoJack over this again.
Alright. Dragon Ball
We're
GT.
on a lesser known one now here.
Yeah, Dragon Ball GT.
A Hero's Legacy.
Yeah, that one.
This one
It's okay.
is a bit maligned. It's a bit maligned among the Dragon Ball community. People don't like it. People don't like Goku Jr. very much, and I will defend this thing to my dying breath. I enjoy it quite a lot.
Okay, it's pretty good. I don't know if I would say I'd defend it to my dying breath. It's okay.
I don't know.
It's a
I
cool
like
story.
the story of Goku Jr.
It's like it's compelling, I guess you could say.
It's a very nice epilogue to the Dragon Ball story, and I think the appearance of Goku at the end really it kind of hits hard when
It
he
makes
just like
Goku
appears
feel
to
like
give
a-
Goku Jr. some advice.
Like a god almost. It's weird. I really
It's
I don't
fun.
have much to say about this movie. Like I guess you can talk about what happened. Goku Jr. is like he gets bullied at school, I guess, and they take his favorite pen, and he's so heartbroken that he has to go to Mount Pauzu to get a new one from his grandpa's desk.
That's not what happens. Pan dies.
And then along the way,
Pan-
the guy who stole his pen shows up, so he throws him off a cliff to get revenge. And then he goes to the. He finally finds the house, and all they got in there is a Dragon Ball.
and he murders a bear cub. Forget about that.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's
The part of the
fine.
oh no the
Alright.
Vegeta Jr. part wasn't even in this movie. We watched the Vegeta Jr. and
No, it
Goku Jr.
wasn't.
fight at the end of this because that's the final scene of Dragon Ball GT.
I liked it.
It's okay.
I don't know. I like it more than most, but I'm not. This ain't my tier list.
I'd put it B tier.
B is fair. I'd probably go like low A, but I would accept B.
No, not low A. It's pretty good. It's not that good.
Fair.
It's okay.
Fair enough.
I'd put it like here, top of B tier.
That's fair. Yo, Son Goku and his friends return. This one,
This movie's okay.
man.
Movie special, I don't know. OVA, I think technically is what it's called.
OVA. You gotta look at this through like the context in which it was released, though. There had been no Dragon Ball content for like a decade by this point, at least animated. This was like a return for these characters. You get to see them all kind of like just be themselves. There's a really, really nice recreation of Chala in this, using like Goten and Trunks instead of Gohan. I don't know, you can tell this had a lot of spirit and like heart put into it, but in terms of being a movie, it really doesn't have much going for it.
I get that it was probably
I mean-
like after Dragon Ball Z ended, seeing the characters again just like in any capacity is probably really interesting and like fun, especially if it's like this, because I feel like this is kind of like a very fundamental like fun Dragon Ball experience. This is like what you would want it to be if you only had 40 minutes to like get something in, or at least like what Toriyama probably would have wanted it to be.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people would really like the Goten and Trunks stuff, but it's fine. It's funny.
There
Tarble
really
is
isn't
like
much.
Tarble is like not really a character. I don't know like
Yeah,
what his
here's the
deal
thing.
is. He like comes to Earth with his wife to ask his big brother to beat up his bully. I imagine like in Dragon Ball Super, Vegeta saw Kaba and he was like, "Wow, this guy is like Tarble but way cooler. You're my new little brother."
Tarble to me is like, it's the same type of character as Raditz, where it's like sibling to the main character, but in essentially every aspect of him is flipped. Like Goku is like scrappy and good-hearted, and Raditz is like very like egotistical and evil, I guess. Whereas like Vegeta is very conceited, very powerful. Tarble's very weak.
Let me
and
take
very,
this.
like,
Tarble is very
timid.
weak. He's useless and he doesn't learn from his mistakes.
He didn't make mistakes. He doesn't do anything.
Well, he lost to
There are no mistakes
Abo and
he
Kai. It's
makes
just
to learn
funny.
from.
He's just a useless asshole. He doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but whereas Raditz has like this
He has
grand
a smoking
thing
hot wife,
attached to him.
I will admit.
Raditz is like this introduction into like this new side of Dragon Ball that we had not seen yet. Tarble doesn't really do anything. Tarble adds nothing to like the lore of the Saiyans. He doesn't add anything to Vegeta as a character. He's not interesting enough for me to want to see him on my screen. I don't know. He's the most nothing character I think maybe in all of Dragon Ball, because
But
there
he
just
does-
is nothing to say about him.
Tarble does have a smoking hot wife.
He does have a smoking hot wife. Oh my god.
Yeah. Probably the best part
Bald
of the
chicks.
movie.
Oof. Oh yeah, and Abo and Kato are fine, I guess.
I think it's funny that
There's-
at the end of the movie they like they eat with them.
It feels like by the end they were just like, fuck it, have them all eat together.
Yeah. They
Or
they
like-
also they destroyed Mr. Satan's new hotel. Yeah.
Did that even happen? Dude, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you, I was high when we watched this, so I don't even really like...
Did it make it better?
Dude, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, they
I
destroyed
did
Mr.
not
Satan's
have
hotel.
fun.
That's where it took place. The plot is like they invite Goku over, or they invite everyone over to celebrate the new Mr. Satan hotel that was just finished after 2 years. And then the whole movie, they just slowly destroy everything. And then Mr. Satan's like, we could use the Dragon Balls to bring it back. And the Vigil's like, no, you're gonna do it yourself. So
Yeah.
I guess
That was definitely a fun...
I guess no one likes him. I don't know.
That was definitely a fun night. I don't know that Yo Son Goku was like the reason that night was fun for me, but it was definitely fun for me.
18.
Yeah, it's... No, not A, dude.
It's fun. I like it. Probably B tier.
You put an A?
No, not A. I did not mean A. I did not mean A. Where did I just put it? No, not
Okay.
there. I meant B tier. Like here, probably.
Okay.
I put it there.
Yeah.
Above Turles. Turles is okay.
Okay, we got nothing left but like big boys
Yep.
from now till the end.
Battle of
Oh.
Gods really surprised me. I remember the last time we watched this movie, we thought it was like this is horrible. Why are like the Pilaf movie just like all over this movie? But the, like
It's- yeah,
Pilaf
they're
just
not
he
very
felt like
long.
he was like there the whole time,
Mm-hmm.
and like nothing
I think we
was
just weren't in
happening.
the mood for it.
Yeah, but this time we watched it, like something about it like really hit. The Pilaf gang, like they're in it for like 10 minutes maybe. The jokes are funny, but like the characters in this movie are all really really well written. Beerus is awesome.
Beerus is incredible.
Yeah, this is also some of the best
I don't even-
characterization ever of Goku.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing. The visuals are pretty breathtaking sometimes. Not always. Sometimes they look terrible, but that's another conversation.
I don't know. I think
But
I wouldn't
it's-
say the visuals are breathtaking. I like the shot at the end of like Goku standing over like the Earth.
I don't know. I think that part was like, I don't know. It feels very very large.
Yeah.
Like this feels like a movie. It felt like a movie more so than like a lot of these other ones. Had like a movie budget, movie visuals, and
No, I don't think
I
it
love
looked
Beerus so
good. It didn't
much.
look that good. I think for the most part, it looked like a pretty high-end Dragon Ball Super episode.
They knew when to make it look good.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Beerus is incredible though. Beerus is
He's easily
one of
the
my
best part of
favorite
the
Dragon
movie.
Ball characters.
Beerus is so much fun in this movie. I love him.
Yeah, but it's kind of this is another conversation entirely, but I think Beerus in this movie is like maybe 3 times better than any other iteration of Beerus, like from Super, from Resurrection F, from any of the other movies. Beerus is just so like well put together in this. He's so easy, he's so endearing and so easy to like just find fun to watch. Whereas like I feel like in Super he kind of gets reduced to this comic relief almost where
He's kind of just around.
whereas in this they really balance like that intimidating, anything could set him off and he could just fucking snap his fingers, the world's gone.
Yeah.
With also like he's a goofy cat guy who likes
No,
to
no.
dance around. Like
I will say, in Dragon Ball Super, that scene they added of him going to that one planet and trying the food, and he just like taps the desk or the table, and like half the planet is gone. That scene, I think, does a lot for Beerus. I think if that scene was in
great.
this movie, Beerus would be scary as shit.
mm-hmm.
Because
Like,
like,
pretty
you
much
do
every-
really. That's true. You do feel like Beerus could like snap at any moment and destroy the planet, but like, if that were added, it would really, really feel like that.
Yeah. The thing is, every Beerus moment in this movie that was then later adapted in Super feels like it's worsened somewhat. Beerus in this movie, he feels like respectful of Goku. He acknowledges how strong Goku is, and he even like catches him as he's about to fall towards the earth. Like he's like, I acknowledge that you are strong. I just want to hear you say that you give up, and that hits for me.
Yeah, and then
'Cause
at,
it
at the end of the
shows that-
movie, he like apologizes to Bulma for ruining your birthday.
Yeah, he just feels so much more put together and less immature, which I understand. A part of the appeal of Beerus is that he is kind of immature. That's what makes him funny, because he's like this all-powerful deity, and he's also kind of a child sometimes. But Super really likes to like double down on that aspect of him, I think. Whereas like the movie is not afraid to let him be like this like very I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Very distinguished figure, you know? Like he's respectful when he needs to be.
Yeah, like I was saying,
I
at
don't
the
know.
end of the movie, he like apologizes to Bulma for ruining her birthday, and asks if he can be invited to the next one. But in the anime, he like pretends to fall asleep and just like leaves. I don't even know why in like the anime continuity, Bulma is even like comfortable around him. She like last time she saw Beerus, he just like slapped the shit out of her. And like I guess they're just
Yeah,
cool now. He didn't like ever apologize or anything. He's just there, and she can't do anything
I don't know what was going on in Super at all, to be honest. They took a lot of the stuff from this and like changed it for seemingly no reason. But yeah, Beerus is fantastic in this movie. Probably my favorite Dragon Ball movie villain.
ECC tier.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this one.
Battle of Gods. Just to start with like the visuals of this movie, Battle of Gods felt like a high end like episode of Dragon Ball Super. This felt like a random like filler episode like level of quality.
Okay.
It's kind of ugly if anything. And like
Not
the
even talking about the
skies are always gray.
visuals.
And like they
I-
reuse the same shot 15 times of like a character being hit into a cliff and it like shattering. They're just like they're not like cooking at all.
It's no secret the visuals in this are not very good, but I think I need to preface like everything we say here with like I get what this movie was going for, in that this is, in every sense of the word, for better and for worse, it is trying to be a direct sequel to Battle of Gods. In the like we are trying to raise the stakes. We have a villain now who is not just like a chill guy, he's like an evil motherfucker who's going to destroy everything. We're going to use all the side characters who got completely sidelined in Battle of Gods. We're going to give Goku a new god form. We're going to get Vegeta in on the mix. Everything's bigger, and it all collapses in on itself because it can't do all of it. Like it doesn't. I don't know. What you say some shit. I can't even fucking think when I think about this movie.
It's not a good movie.
No, it's not. Frieza is
No, okay,
not
Golden
good.
Frieza would probably look awesome if the sky wasn't gray and it didn't make him the color of an overcooked egg yolk. He's like gray and like
God.
yellowish and kind of green.
It's so bad. It's just so bad.
And like
But
Beerus in this
okay.
movie is like the start of like the thing where he just uses like a comic relief where like he shows up and he's there but like he doesn't really do anything. Literally all Beerus and Whis are there for is because like at the beginning of the movie they show that like if Beerus blows some shit up on accident they can just like reverse it and like everything will be okay. So I guess they're just there to be like, oh yeah, Frieza, you thought he was scary, well it doesn't really matter because Whis can just undo it all, and he does.
The very premise of this movie is that Frieza comes back. He's gonna train up and he's gonna be on the level of Goku and Vegeta now in the modern era, and he's gonna take them on and beat the shit out of them. And then the second he comes back, we get like a few moments with him. He's killing Tagoma. He's reestablishing himself.
Doing
In the
Frieza
next
stuff.
shot, they've skipped the entire training. We're 6 months later. He's at Earth. He's pulling up.
Yeah,
I'm
it
already
skips
the
to
strongest
like
guy ever.
it skips to Jocko. Jocko's probably the best part of this movie. Jocko's funny. But
He
like it
is.
skips to him talking to Bulma and he's like, "Hey Bulma, by the way, Frieza's on his way." And then Bulma's like, "How long do we have?" And he's like, 1 hour. And like that, I guess that's the big reveal that like 6 months has passed and Frieza's here.
It's
Okay.
like anything that would have made Frieza's power up believable is like it's not there. We don't get to see any of it. And then I mean, Super Saiyan Blue is like no one likes Super Saiyan Blue, I feel. But I mean, they kind of have reason. Super Saiyan Blue in this is so tacked on. It feels like it's there to sell toys. Whereas like at least with Super Saiyan God, it's got a simple design, sure, but they had like lore, they had like a legend, they had setup, they had payoff. Super Saiyan Blue, Goku pulls up, he's like, "Hey Frieza, check this out."
It's just like
I
Super
don't know.
Saiyan 3 if like it didn't have any narrative purpose and he just like did it. It's like Super Saiyan 3 if like the Buu saga was just like Goku goes Super Saiyan 3 and just kills Buu. That's what this movie is.
And the way they use the side characters is not like
Okay.
I mean, they definitely use them more than in Battle of Gods, I'll say that, but it's just this very long, drawn-out fight sequence where Piccolo and the others are just beating on these weak minions that can't do anything of note. It's not even a fight, really. It's just watching them kill people. I don't, like, feel anything watching this.
It's like
Tien uses the Tri-Beam, wow! Like, what?
the best part about Dragon Ball fights is that they never waste your time. Even like the stuff that feels like it should be just like completely uninteresting, like a Vegeta on Namek fighting like Dodoria. Before he fights Dodoria, it gives you like a little bit of build up and like reason to care about the fight, because like if Dodoria lives in like they're a direct danger to Gohan and Zarbon. Not Zarbon, Gohan and Krillin. So, like, Vegeta fighting him is important for several different reasons. And it's short and sweet, and when it happens, it's satisfying, and I love Vegeta, and Vegeta's cool as hell. And it pushes the story along. They're just fighting these Frieza soldiers because they have to. There is, like, no... Like, okay, they beat the Frieza soldiers, they're still not going to kill Frieza. It's so predictable, because I know they're not losing to some Frieza soldiers.
It's like the part from Bardock where like he kills all the Frieza soldiers if it went on for 20 minutes. It's so
I don't know.
It's so pointless.
Oh my god, and Gohan in this movie. Why was Frieza like gassing up Gohan? He was like, that fighter could kill every single one of these men in 10 seconds if he wanted to. I'm not seeing it. I wish he would.
Yeah, this movie does no favors for Gohan. I guess they wanted to set up his arc in Super, but his arc in Super really is just like, hey, Gohan, you suck now. I need you to not suck anymore.
And then he doesn't.
And then he doesn't. Yeah, you don't really get to see the in between. You get Resurrection F Gohan, and then like Tournament of Power Gohan, and there's not really like anything between that. And it's so disappointing.
It's boring.
It's so
it's
painful
ugly.
to watch.
It's pointless. I hate it.
I hate it so much. Like, you say what you want about these other boring movies, they don't upset me to this degree where I can like talk about them at length for like how terrible they are. Like Lord Slug, what's bad about Lord Slug? The villain's boring and the premise is dumb, I guess. I don't know. Like there's not a lot to say other than just it's not that good. Resurrection F, you could break this shit down for hours on why it doesn't work. It's like it's a complete fucking train wreck. Every aspect, like from the very brickwork, it's just a failure.
I imagine like friends going to watch this movie. They're like so excited. They're like, oh my god, Goku has a new form and he's blue, and Frieza's coming back and he's golden, and Vegeta has it too. It's like 20 years of like build up leading up to this movie. And they gotta come out the theater just like pretending it was awesome.
Yes.
Like the car ride home from Resurrection F. I like the part where Goku fought Frieza on the great background over the ocean.
I like the part where
I like the part where Gohan powered up. I like the part where Gohan went Super Saiyan and then passed out from exhaustion.
Remember in Dragon Ball Super where they tried to shoehorn in like a callback to Piccolo saving Gohan from the Saiyan Saga?
No.
Dude, there's a part where Piccolo like sacrifices himself to save Gohan from Frieza, and it's like a reference to the Saiyan Saga, and they like fake you out into thinking Piccolo died. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
And then he's like, no, he's not, because you already watched the movie.
Oh my god. We don't even need to talk about the arc. I mean, like, if the Battle of Gods arc, like, if the Battle of Gods movie is like a 10 and the Battle of Gods arc is like a 4, Resurrection F is like a 4.5, and then the Resurrection F arc is like a 2,
-2.
a 1, -2 maybe, yeah. It's
easy,
because they're already working on like
D-tier. Easy as D-tier.
already working on shitty framework. Oh, get it out of here. Make a new tier for it. No, wait, actually, no.
I know. I would genuinely put it at the bottom because Eradicate the Super Saiyans, like it's just Resurrection F. It's the same movie. It really is the same movie. It's just the same movie, a spectacle, but it's ugly. It's an ugly spectacle. It's like
you don't expect anything out of Plan to Eradicate the Super Saiyans. That's a fucking bonus on a video game.
Let me make my arguments for all of these.
Okay.
World Strong is something we haven't seen before. It's completely new. It has really good animation. And the fights are cool. It has Roshi. It has the part where like Goku, Krillin, and Roshi do the Kamehameha at the same time. That's awesome. Lord Slug, Fall Super Saiyan is cool. The planet thing is cool. I don't know. More than I can say good about Resurrection F.
One.
Second Coming has Broly in it. Episode of Bardock is 20 minutes. It's funny to laugh at. Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans is the same movie as Resurrection F. There.
There you go.
It's the worst. It just sucks.
It's bad. Don't watch it. I'm sorry if you paid money, if you spent money on a ticket to go see this. That might be the worst use of your money, maybe ever.
Alright, Dragon Ball Super Broly. It's obviously a good movie. Everyone likes Dragon Ball Super Broly. It's a little bit of a drag at the beginning, to be completely honest. But maybe that's just because I've seen it so many times. I'm not going to really discredit it for that, because I was there when it came out. I watched it in the theater. I remember it being awesome. Watching it for the first time, it was like a new experience. It wasn't really like retreading over anything we knew already. Because it was kind of like
let's get something clear. It's
stuff.
It's not going to go below A. Like let's get that out of the way. Like it's there's nothing about this movie that puts it anywhere within sniffing distance of like these shittier ones. It's just, I don't know. There's some jankness to it. There's some jank going
easily
on.
The best Dragon Ball has ever looked, unless like maybe you're watching this after Daima comes out, which is actually like tomorrow, so you probably are. That might look better than this, but as of now, like easily. It has funny jokes. The fighting is awesome. It actually has some variety in it, unlike a certain other movie.
Most of them. Like most of these, honestly. But yes, unlike a certain movie.
Just like nothing really bad you could say about it. Like
no,
fairly.
I mean, I will say, I think Goku's characterized a little weird in this movie. They kind of write him.
He is
to
kind
be
of
like
like childish,
a bit of a
but
dipshit.
like not like the Goku kind of childish you come to expect. He kind of just like acts like, I don't know. It looks cool.
It's
Good enough.
in terms of these genres of like having Goku and Vegeta fight like a big bad guy for 40 minutes, like this is the best execution of it. Easily.
Also,
But,
Broly I love Broly in this movie. I think that like as of now, I probably like Z Broly a little bit more. But like that's not to discredit Super Broly. Z Broly's just that guy.
Yeah, no, they're
Super Broly, I think like whenever the manga comes back, he has way more potential than Z Broly did to be a better character. And I think it's really funny in a superhero too, so it's kind of following up on that. So Chilai and Lemo are very charming.
Super Broly is good.
Yeah. Easy Z tier, I think.
I like him. I like that. Yeah.
I put it okay.
How
I do like
fleshed
Battle of
out
Gods
he
more.
is.
I was a little bit shaky before on Battle of Gods versus DBS Broly because last time we watched Battle of Gods I wasn't too impressed, but I'm for sure on the Battle of Gods side now. Alright, Superhero is a good movie. I think it kind of has the same problem Broly does, where like the beginning is a little bit of a drag, but the part of it that's a drag is like maybe 10 minutes. Not like the 25 Dragon Ball Super Broly has. I think that this movie is like everything I would want a Dragon Ball movie to be. I love Gohan, I love Piccolo. I think the relationship between Piccolo and Pan is done really well. It's funny.
Yeah.
It has a lot of personality, like the way that Dr. Hedo scoops his Oreos with the top cookie.
I like the Gammas.
The Gammas are really good characters. Gamma 2 is probably one of the best Dragon Ball Super characters they've made so far.
Plus, I mean, one thing that Superhero has going for it that a lot of these other ones don't is that it actually tries to tell like a complete story. Like so there's like just rising action, falling like it's a movie. This is very much a movie, more so than it is just like guys fighting each other. And I think that's like a very high compliment for something like this, like a Dragon Ball movie. The fights themselves are really, really fun.
This movie,
I think
I don't
the animation
think
is
I would
is
definitely say
really good.
I would definitely say Dragon Ball Super Broly is a better looking movie, but Superhero, when it needs to look good, looks really good.
Yeah. I don't know how we got from like Battle of Gods CG to where we are today, but it really is an achievement.
Yeah. Maybe it's just bias because Gohan is my favorite character, but I think this is my favorite movie on this entire list.
Mm-hmm. It just does everything right.
All right, looks like we saved the best for last.
We did. This is a good movie.
I think
This
I
is
could
a-
talk
this
about
is-
this movie
this
for
is-
like 3 hours.
This is a good movie. This one's good. This is a good one.
Where do we even start?
Where to be? Yeah, where to begin? Where to begin? Uzaru is a servant of Piccolo.
Yeah,
this one,
in the very opening
which is-
of the movie, it gives a little backstory that this is how they say it: King Piccolo, once upon a time, terrorized the earth with his servant Uzaru. They don't really say more than that. That's just what happened, I guess. But fast forward a couple thousand years. What was that?
To do that with the Uzaru and
You're
Piccolo.
cutting out a lot.
I think
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
This movie's so damn bro.
Maybe just switch to low squeeze.
Maybe. Hold on.
Hello.
Hi.
You get the shitty mic for this one.
Kind of sounds better, I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck. Okay.
What was that for?
God. This is. I'm trying to organize my thoughts. I don't know even.
You were saying something about
Uzaru.
Uzaru.
Yeah, I was saying that. So they made Uzaru a servant of Piccolo, which was a choice, and I think a lot of this movie is can be described that way. They made a lot of choices, and they made a lot of decisions, and what we got was Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah, fast forward past the intro, talking about Uzaru.
Mm-hmm.
Cut to a fight with Goku and Grandpa Gohan.
Yes.
They're fighting on like some rope, and Goku kicks maybe the biggest fly ever born into Gohan's mouth.
That's comedy. That's funny. Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's a good
And
one.
then it's Goku's birthday, I believe. And Gohan says some wise shit, and then Goku's a freak in this movie, by the way.
And
That is not Goku.
Gohan gives Goku his birthday present, a Dragon Ball,
Yeah, whatever.
and the stars in the Dragon Ball, they like move around like they're,
That
like
does
the
look cool.
bits
That
of
does look
8
cool.
Ball. Yeah, it does.
I like
look
the
cool,
effect
yeah.
on that.
Yeah, it's cool.
But then Goku
We're just
starts.
trying to
He's like,
paint
"When are you
the scene,
gonna?" He's like, "When are you gonna give me something useful? Like teach me how to talk to the ladies, get the girl."
Yes.
Goku in this movie would not be able to ride the Nimbus. He is actually just like a freak.
Goku goes to a school. He has bullies.
He gets
Flash
bullied.
Thompson.
They run over his bike. Almost kill him.
Run
I think
over his bike.
they were trying to kill him. I'm not gonna lie.
They call him Geeko. That's like their taunting name for him. That's how they bully him. They call him Geeko. And for some reason, Goku is like a big subject to being bullied in this, despite the fact that he works out every day and he's like
It's because
superhuman strength.
it's because Grandpa Gohan tells him not to use his strength to hurt people, so he can't fight back.
True. Of course, yeah. Because you shouldn't fight people ever, even bad ones.
But then
That's what Dragon Ball taught me.
then a pretty girl comes out, and
Chi-Chi.
Goku looks at her,
Chi-Chi.
and that's like his love interest, and then she walks off with the guy that just tried to kill him by running him over. So and then he puts up his hoodie, and gives him a mean look, which is probably why he gets bullied. But he's also a cuck. Is
He
I
is a
guess what
cuck,
they were going
yeah.
for. And then
then,
it cuts to their
Grandpa-
class. It cuts to their class.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm
And
sorry.
then they're talking about, I don't know, Capsule Corp or some shit. And then
they
Goku,
talk about genomes.
yeah, genome, sure. And then Goku looks at Chi-Chi in it. Yeah, I guess he like starts hallucinating, Chi-Chi, like, seductively eating a strawberry. Just, like, staring her down from across the room.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of creepy. But I guess she doesn't mind it because she sees him and does a little wave, I believe.
And while this is happening, King Piccolo, who is played by the guy who plays Zamasu in Dragon Ball Super,
Yeah, James Marsters.
James Marsters, he goes to Grandpa Gohan's house, and he kicks the shit out of him with his assistant Mai.
No, that's not yet. That's not yet. That's not yet.
Oh, that's not yet. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, Goku sees Chi-Chi opening her locker. And, she's having a little trouble, so he uses his, airbending, as they call it later in the movie, to
They do call it
swing open
airbending.
swing open every locker in the whole hallway, and all the papers fly out. Sure, it caused
She's like,
a lot of
"How'd you
inconvenience
do
to
that?"
everyone. No, that's actually, she's like, is that Key? And Goku's like, yeah, that was Key. And then she's like, just because my name is Chi doesn't mean I'm stupid. Which I don't really get that joke.
I don't think that must have been lost in translation.
Translated from what? They wrote it in English.
Yeah, it must have been lost in the translation to English from English.
I don't know. I guess they just thought the name sounded dumb. And I suppose she agrees. But yeah, I guess seeing Goku destroy everyone's lockers really turned something on for her, and she invited him to the party.
Yeah, the party, of course, the party.
Yeah, so he goes to the
Goku's
party and
He's a party animal.
he beats up all the bullies, and they like smash a window, and then he like walks away from the car and it blows up.
And he slides over the car on his head.
He does slide over the car on his head. That was really cool.
That's an iconic
Maybe
scene.
that's what
Everyone likes that one.
blew up the car. I don't know.
Maybe. And
And then
beats him up.
while he's talking to Chi-Chi, he's like, he senses something very mysterious, which is actually his grandpa's house getting crushed with
by
him
King
in it.
Piccolo. And his minion Mai, who
Yeah.
has always worked for him and is a shapeshifter
I mean, she
also.
did in the manga for like a little bit.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But she can shapeshift because that's her ability. That's what she can do. And she and King Piccolo kill Grandpa Gohan by destroying his house and collapsing it on.
All right, let's speed it up a little. Bulma shows
Yeah,
up.
let's speed it up. Yeah.
She
So
talks
Goku
about the
sees
Dragon
his
Ball.
grandpa
She has
dead.
like the Dragon Radar, which I think is like a cell phone in this movie.
Yeah, because.
And what does she
you
call it?
gotta
Like a phosphorus orb or something?
You
even
gotta
though it's
appeal
actually a
to
Dragon Ball.
demographic, the younger demographic.
Yeah, and she throws out her like capsule car, but it's not actually a capsule. It's like it like unfolds into a bike,
Yeah,
which I guess is
'Cause-
like awesome.
because the other thing was stupid.
Yeah.
That's cooler. That's
And
better.
they go and find Roshi. He's probably the best part of the movie.
He is. He's pretty funny, legitimately.
They go find Yamcha, and like there's like a whole scene of them being trapped for 10 minutes, which they like use to give us more exposure on like the King Piccolo stuff, but literally they just rehash the opening of the movie, and then Roshi jumps out of the hole, which they I guess pretended like they couldn't do.
Well, you forgot. Yeah, they get trapped in a hole, and Yamcha, he like refuses to help them, and then Roshi jumps out because he could have done that the whole time. But they were like in the hole for like hours.
Yeah.
Like they were sitting there for hours, and Roshi could have just. Sure.
I like that Goku was like he was doing like the training from Dragon Ball with like the turtle shell, but instead it was like a backpack that it's like a realistic take on that.
Yeah, because real people don't wear turtle shells.
That was not a bad choice of like things
It's
to
fine.
change.
It's fine. It's just like, it's just trading out like whimsy for like reality. Which
Yeah.
you could use to describe that entire movie.
All right. At this point, I think we're about just like the best part of this entire movie. There
Yes.
is a scene where they find the temple Chi-Chi trains at, and Goku's learning how to do the Kamehameha, and it's a really weird scene.
Yeah, there's there's like sexual tension going on between like Goku and Chi-Chi.
It feels like the Kamehameha is almost like a stand-in for like
Intercourse.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So then it cuts to a shot of Chi-Chi walking out of Goku's room. Oh, and earlier Mai fought Chi-Chi and stole some of her blood.
Because that's how she turns into.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. Yeah.
And then Chi-Chi walks out of Goku's room. And then Bulma's like, oh. And then Yamcha sees her and he's like, oh. And then Goku comes in and he's like, oh. And it's kind of funny. But then, like, okay, Chi-Chi runs away. She finds the other Chi-Chi. They start fighting. And Goku sees them and jumps through, like, a wall of fire. I don't remember why that was there. But he's ready to fight, to say the least.
Ready, yeah.
He's
ready to fight.
Yeah. He sees the Chi-Chis fight for, like, 5 seconds. One of them gets knocked down and is like, Goku, help me. And he is so just like into it in that moment.
Blood, dude. He is like.
He's just bloodthirsty. I think the Uzaru
I feel like
came
he would have
out.
done that to the regular Chi-Chi. I feel like he was just waiting for anybody to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been just like Chi-Chi fighting Mai.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Right.
one of the Chi-Chis gets knocked down and is like, Goku, help me. And then he does like the craziest, hardest spin kick straight into her head that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like a full roundhouse. Like a
she got a
Street
concussion,
Fighter.
dude. She's...
Street Fighter like heavy kick straight to the neck. Just knocks her out instantly.
And then he sees the cut in her leg and he's like, oh shit.
Yeah, but he doesn't really care too much, and neither does Chi-Chi. They're over it pretty quickly.
She doesn't even really care. She got the fucking shit kicked out of her. She's like, oh, it's fine. I'll still go out with you, I guess.
Yeah. But like after that, like it's kind of like the end of the movie. They just go find Piccolo.
He beats Mai. Yeah.
He turns into the Uzaru, which
Goku turns into the Uzaru because
yeah, because
cursed.
actually he's the Uzaru the whole time, even though I get is the implication that like Goku was a baby for 2,000 years.
No, I think it's like a curse that travels between people. Maybe Goku is like a descendant of the original Uzaru, kind of like in another show that I've heard of called Dragon Ball, where he's related to great apes.
Oh yeah, his great ancestors.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But so Goku turns into an Uzaru because
And then they calm him
he's
down.
cursed.
They calm him down by like talking to him and.
Not before he kills Roshi.
Oh yeah, he does kill Roshi.
He fucking murders Roshi.
Yeah. Second person he's killed in this film. Or at least tried to. And he turns back to normal. And then I gotta say his gi does look good.
He looks alright.
The costume design is not the worst part of the movie for that outfit.
Yeah, there's several things about that movie that I think are worse than the costume design. But, so, Goku's having his final conflict with King Piccolo, alright? They're having this epic clash. They do a beam struggle. Goku leaps forward.
Yeah,
while
he
doing-
shoots the Kamehameha while he's going
and then
forward.
he jumps while doing it. And it's so cool. And he
It really
defeats
looks kind of horrible.
It's so cool. It looks so cool. It's honestly some of the best action I've ever seen in a movie, much less anything from Dragon Ball. And he
Yeah.
beats King Piccolo. And it's so cool. And it's so good.
It's poetic even. Oh, and then they summon Shenron. And they give I don't know like how Goku learned to like summon him, but like they had to have been just like telling him some lies. They had to like give like a long speech. Because he says some crazy shit before he summons Shenron.
And the dragon comes out, and it's
It's
some of the
one of the
worst
best
CG
dragons I've
I've
ever seen in my life. What?
Pixies. And
Yeah, they summon Shenron. They wish to revive Master Roshi, but I guess they didn't really care that much about Chi-Chi because they kind of just like left her dead.
you're not dead. No, Goku gets the girl.
He does get the girl.
Goku gets the girl.
What a happy ending.
And a happy ending for all, but they set up the King Piccolo.
Yeah, there's the after credit
He's
scene
not dead.
where
He's not dead.
Piccolo is being nursed back to health by a random Asian woman. Because I guess they really, really thought people were gonna love the movie and be like, oh my god. Dragon Ball
kinda like
Evolution 2.
It's kind of like Path to Power if it was really,
Good.
really good.
Yeah, it is a retelling of like the original Dragon Ball, which I think is promising, like on paper. But like, it all fell apart in their hands.
Yeah, so easy Z tier, right?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Okay, the
It's
fact
one of the
that it's
worst
gonna
things
be
I've
next
watched
to
in my life.
Resurrection F, like at all, is kind of crazy. That movie's not even 10 years old.
Resurrection F at least is Dragon Ball. This is not that.
Dude, I don't know.
Resurrection
Low-key
F-
was more fun to watch.
It was fun for me because this was also on the night that I was high. This was fun to watch. But,
I don't even know. Is it better than Resurrection F? It's okay. I'd probably put it here. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's insane.
These two
Yeah, you're-
movies are so boring. At least Dragon Ball Evolution, that was like a fun watch. I was laughing my ass off. This, like, Resurrection F and Eradicate the Super Saiyans are just painful.
Painful. Yeah, there's quite a wide spectrum when it comes to these movies. Some of them are actual like works of cinema that are like worth seeing even if you're not a fan of this franchise, and others are nauseating.
But what's crazy about it is that some of them literally came out right next to each other. Like World's Strongest, it came out like probably not even a year after Dead Zone, but Dead Zone is like so much higher. And like Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, they're like one of them is damn near the best movie on the tier list, and this is just on the bottom. Like I
It
don't
really is
know.
amazing.
They should have just gotten the same people to write it. Actually, it was the same guy who wrote it.
It was the same guy. He just didn't.
Guess he was
Care,
just like
maybe.
on one for Resurrection F.
But that is it. We did
That
them
seems
all.
to be everything. We couldn't get the
Every movie special.
versus
we couldn't get the Korean.
versus legendary
Korean
Super
bootlegs.
Saiyan God 4D experience in here. I couldn't find it anywhere online.
And we did not watch the Korean bootleg movies because they don't count.
As good as I think that all of those would have been.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd all be easy Z's, but unfortunately, it just wasn't in the cards. So,
Yeah.
but that is our list. It's good stuff. Watch Dragon Ball, but only some of it.
True.
Only the good parts. Anything from like B up is probably worth the watch.
Recording ended.
Ugh. It's beautiful. That's fun.
That's pretty fun.
We were doing that a long time.
That wasn't that long. That was like an hour and a half.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, just goes to show, doesn't it?
At least I think it was.
I don't fucking know. I wasn't paying attention.
My stream has been going for 3 hours, so maybe it's 2 hours long.
Maybe.
But I think that's all for today.
That's all. That's it, and that's all. That's the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, I was about to post the tier list on Twitter, but no. They gotta watch the video for this one.
I gotta watch the video for this one.
Yeah,
I don't even know how you're gonna edit all that down.
true.
Probably take a little bit.
Whatever. I better go to the bathroom. I'm also gonna end stream. Goodbye, everyone.